Welcome everyone to our new session of our tabletop role-playing game. Today, hopefully, we're gonna see a lot of new things and action going on in this session. First thing first, we're gonna start with a recap of what happened in the last episode, and then from there, we will do our customary D20 roll, and we'll start proper. So, as a recap for the story, the adventurers have been hired by the Golden Gauntlet Alliance, also known as the GGA, to go and investigate the disappearance of a band of GGA members that disappeared in the Deep Grove, in the northern eastern side of the Broken Kingdom. That party that was sent there originally went to make sure that the operating business of a new camping site that was felling trees, that their operations go without much of an issue. They were hired by a merchant called Carol Tabor, who started the business of cutting blackwood, which is known to be one of the most durable woods around the kingdom. Unfortunately, he has been encountering some issues, and that's why he hired the GGA to help him prevent those issues in harming his business. The party has traveled for many days, about 2 weeks, to finally reach the camp of Carol Tabor, and as they reach it, they witnessed a massacre, a horrible scene. Everybody was killed, and their bodies were put on a pole in a gruesome fashion. After investigating the camp, the adventurer decided to head in the Deep Grove and look for more information and try to figure out what truly happened. As they explored the Deep Grove, they encountered some issues and some challenges. However, they met a group of wood elves that informed them about what happened pretty much, which is that the foresters have reached into in the territory of the Horned Ones, a group of savage, half beast, half human creatures who then have unleashed their fury in retaliation. So they have killed the human pioneers that reached that side of the forest. As such, the party ventured north because it seems that's where those creatures live. And as they headed north, they encountered them as they were decorating again trees with body parts of their victims. The party then engaged them in battle. They were able to dispatch them. But then as they tried to rest and recover, they were attacked by a larger band of those creatures led by an individual that seemed like their chief, and he screamed to his members to kill them and cut their corpses in a grueling fashion. The party then started running, fleeing away as they were being chased. During that chase, Faye has fallen in a pit, but she screamed to the rest of the party and told them to keep going ahead. Meanwhile, the rest of the party tried their best to navigate the forest, but they entered this misty area where they couldn't see that much. Led by Eiley, they were able to traverse the forest, and it seems like they got to an area that was much safer. As they took a minute to catch their breath, they found that Guardian as well has disappeared in the mist. So the party then decided and planned what to do next. And as they were exploring the forest, they found these stones that had these very abnormal shapes to them. And as they were inspecting them, they realized that these stones were highly linked to chaos. They decided to step away from there and keep their investigation. As they reached a clearing with a single tree in the middle, and from behind the tree, they started hearing somebody calling for them. As they approached it, they found that it was a gnome. The gnome told them to hide behind the tree, or else they will be found. So they all hid. Unfortunately, they were not successful. in completely hiding their presence. So some ghoulish creatures started appearing from the trees, probably carried by the scent of flesh. And one specific individual of these ghouls looked like one of the foresters that have been slain. Um, and that's where we ended our last session when the party was about when the party decided to dispatch these ghouls and were about to draw their weapons to kill them. So let's go ahead and do our customary D20 roll and see how the
I
session is
just
going to
I
go.
just want one clarification on that recap.
Mhm.
We didn't run away. We strategically retreated in the opposite
It was a
direction.
strategic retreat,
Hey,
indeed. All righty. Wow, I wasted my first 20. That's not great. Tasso, you haven't rolled yet. Oh, there you go. We need some equilibrium debt there. So Faye and Tasso both rolled below 10. The rest rolled above 10. It should be interesting. It seems like it's split in the middle. So, all right. So as the game starts, um, Faye, you are latching onto the edge of the pit as your friends are running. You could hear them stop, and then you shout. You tell them, "Keep running! I got this! I will find you again." So you start hearing the footsteps moving away from you. You hear Soul screaming at you back and telling you to make sure to find them. And at that moment, you hold your amulet and you use its power. And suddenly, you see one of those creatures that has attacked you, the ones that have more of a humanoid face with small little horns. They stop and they start looking at the pit, realizing that your body is not there. I'd like you to make a stealth test, please. You can make it with an advantage. Once you do it, please tell me what your total is.
31.
Okay, so you rolled a 31. The creature starts looking, carrying a what looks like a spear in its hand, and it gets its face close to yours, but it doesn't seem like it's seen you. And then it stands up and says, "Laisse livre," and starts running. You hear more footsteps around you, uh, heavier ones this time, uh, but you are still holding onto the ledge. And now I'm gonna ask you to make a strength test. I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say it's an endurance test to keep holding onto the ledge, unless if you want to pull yourself up, it's your choice. By pulling yourself up, though, you take the risk of making noise.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna try to wait it out a little bit longer.
Okay, so you're gonna make an endurance test, and the difficulty factor is 10.
Don't roll a 15.
My total is 15. What's your total?
25.
All right, you're successful. You're feeling, like your arms are getting stiff, but you're able to latch on. Um, the time passes around you. It's about 10 minutes until it starts calming down. You pull yourself up. You know, you look
Do I need to roll?
around. What's that? No, you don't
Do I
need
need
to
to
roll.
roll? Okay.
No, you don't need to roll. You would have needed to roll if you were pulling yourself up to make a stealth test, because you would have made some sound. So right now you're fine. You can just step away from the pit. Um, at this point, for you to be able to find the rest of the party, you will need to use your navigational skills. So that would be either your perception or your tracking to try to get a sense of where they are. So, what would you like to do there?
Let's skip. I want us to move fast, so let's do perception.
Okay. Um, let's go ahead and make your perception test there.
24.
That's probably not gonna work. Oh yeah, no, it does by 1 point. So you are able to follow the footsteps of your party. You found them on the ground. It's still fresh. You are able to discern them from the hooves of the other creatures. So you head further north, and you do notice as you are heading north, you do notice small bands of these horned figures moving around and trying to looking for your party. You make sure to stay away from them, and then you get to the side of the forest that's more misty. There's a mist around you, and as you step in there, I'm going to ask you to make another perception test, and this one is going to be at a more at a harder difficulty. Figure out how you're going to navigate yourself in that side of the forest. So please go ahead and do that. Okay. All right, that is a fail. Um, so as you are walking in there, you're unable to keep track of the rest of the party. You're trying to look at the ground. Their footstep disappears. You're unable to trace them back. And right now, you're just going based on your best judgment, which is not much in this forest. As you are making your way, I need you to make a stealth test.
16.
Ooh, ooh. So you step in the forest and you step on what you thought were grass, but it wasn't grass, it was mushrooms. And those mushrooms, as you step on them, they crunch. It's not like the typical mushrooms that you hear. These sound like you stepped on something very crunchy and made this loud noise. You stop for a second and look around, realizing what just happened. It seems quiet. But then you turn around, you hear something behind you, you turn around as a weapon is falling at you. Guardian, I'm going to need you to make a melee attack roll. And Soul, I'm going to need you to make, not Soul, Faye, I'm going to need you to make a dodge.
Okay.
Natural one.
Fucking dwarf.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Of course he can get me. Are you kidding me? Of course he can.
You are just lucky. It's just luck.
At least give him
Shit.
2 advantages, you know? Make it like somehow sporty.
You graciously and immediately avoid the heavy weapon that fell and hit the ground. And as you're about to draw your weapon, you're face to face to a familiar dwarf, and with his beard. Guardian, meanwhile, as you were lost in the forest, you try to keep careful. You're trying to find your friends, and suddenly you heard a sound behind you. Like something crushing, a crunch behind you. Turn around and you see this figure standing up. And at that moment, you just thought one thing: hey, it's one figure. Last time you were multiple figures. This is one figure.
Yeah.
So how likely is it that it is an enemy? Very likely. So you just jumped in with your hammer, ready to crush it, and now you realize that it's actually Faye.
Ah, it's you. Ah, I almost got you.
Almost.
Ah,
Well,
I got.
let's just take it easy, Master Dwarf.
Take it easy. This forest is just stressful. I lost the
Keep your
others.
voice- Of course you did, but keep your voice down.
What? You think there are others?
No, they are. I saw them. I was trying to find you guys, and I saw groups looking for a party.
By the way, the reason why he was able to see you is it's been a while, so your invisibility takes 30 minutes, right?
20, I think.
20, well, it faded away. So that's the reason why he saw you. For the rest of you guys who, are confused and thinking, wait, how did he see him? It's because of his invisibility has a specific timeline. Okay, cool. So that's that. Sorry. Go back.
Let's try to find them. We're vulnerable if we're only the two of us.
Yeah, you're right, but I lost them, so I'm not sure where they went. It's
Okay.
been working for a while now, and I was hoping that you, as an elf, would be able to find your way in this forest.
How long have you been lost?
I have no
Don't tell
idea.
me your entire life. I already know that. I mean, in the last hour and so, how long have you been lost?
I don't know. Do I see the sun or something, Game Master? Nothing?
Unfortunately, it's very thick mist. You guys are
Yeah.
barely able to see within 2 meters of you. Other than that, you see a little bit of shapes like the trees. You don't see them. You just see dark shapes, but that's about it. Unfortunately, it's
Okay.
um it's very easy in here for the two of you. You've noticed it's very easy for the two of you to get lost in not only space but also time.
Yeah.
I'm glad I found you at least. At
Yeah.
least we're not on our own. We're two now, and two is better than one.
That's good mathematics indeed. Two are better than one, but that doesn't help us if we don't find the others.
Can I
Uh,
start again doing tracking, Game Master?
You can do tracking or perception. The perception is going to be a 20 difficulty, just so you know, for both of you if you want to do the perception stuff. Otherwise, you could try a tracking. So whichever works best for you.
I can try a perception myself because I don't have
Well,
tracking.
you can try individually,
Yeah.
or you can decide that one of you tries it and the other helps. So that then the person has an advantage.
Ah, okay, so I can help Faye. I think she has a better perception than Galleon.
Of course.
I hope
But
so.
so if would that work also for tracking if he helps me?
I would say yes, even though he's not trained in it. I would say yes.
So do I roll perception with an advantage?
Yes, it's with an advantage.
All right, let's do it. Well, yeah, it's better, but let's
Yeah.
hope that you roll.
Against a natural
Oh!
20. Which again explains this
Yeah.
current situation. The two of you put your efforts together to try to find a way out of this. You spend the next, you don't know, but it seems like a long time. It feels like hours to you guys. You're not sure, but you spent a long time trying to find your way, and it seems like you're going, like Galleon, you feel like after that, you feel like you're going in circles. But Faye assures you that, like she knows what she's doing, but you get the feeling that you guys are going in circles. Um,
Faye, there is
so
a
anyway,
problem here. This fucking forest, I don't feel good now. I feel like this tree, we already seen it.
What's next for us?
yeah, you can try
Well,
again. You just at this point you're just wasting
I'm gonna,
time pretty
I'm
much
gonna try. Yeah, I'm gonna try.
Look on
The
wood.
knock on
until
wood.
until potentially night falls and then
I'll
more
roll
serious
a
shit happens.
yeah,
Like
day 100 D100. I'm gonna try the tracking this time.
all right, let's do your tracking with an advantage.
Successful on the first roll.
All
Ah,
right.
nice.
So after spending again what seems like this time it seems that it's actually took longer than the first time to you guys. Um, you're looking around, you're hearing the sounds around you, and like you're a bit twitchy, especially Galion with his hammer. He has the hammer drawn. He's like super twitchy as he follows you, and he's like, "Are we there yet? Are we there yet?" And after a little while, the two of you come out of this mist. You're still in the forest. Um, You're not sure where you are. It is still dark and gloomy as the picture above you, but you keep heading forwards. So you keep heading forward, and at this point, I'm gonna ask. So who's first? Who's second? Who's leading the path? I'm assuming it's Faye who's leading because you're the one doing the
Yeah.
tracking.
Yeah,
Faye, please go ahead and make a perception test.
a perception test with advantage.
No, just normal because this is not that. All right,
Four.
finally a natural one.
Yes, it's about
As
time.
Yeah, as you guys are stepping in the forest, you hear Your eyes are drawn to the sound, and you see these dead, ghoulish creature making their way towards the direction. Your initial instinct is to move away from them, but as you look at that direction, you see that they're going in. They're heading to a clearing. You start looking closer, and you see that there are individuals hiding behind a tree in the middle of that clearing. You glance, and you see a short guy holding a staff. It's Tassel.
Right, I think our friends are
Yeah,
there, but I whisper. Yeah, sorry. Our friends are there, but I don't know how we will get past those undeads.
and the undeads are actually heading, as I told you, like their attention is not random or on you.
It's on them.
It's towards the tree, and
Yeah.
as they are walking towards the tree.
Yeah.
I have to point out that I was one of the people who failed the hide checks. Thanks a lot.
You are welcome.
Yeah.
Thank you for failing, because we can see you and we know that it's you, you know?
I have a staff in one hand and a branch with leaves in the other, held in front of my face. They'll never see me.
Camouflage. He didn't do well when he was learning as a druid, you know, how to camouflage in the forest. So what do you guys do, Galian and Faye?
First thing, I look at you, Galleon, and I say, I told you, you should always have faith. And let's keep moving. You didn't get it. Of course, you're a dwarf. Let's follow them, and you know, it looks like they're going to our friends over there. Maybe we can surprise them in the back.
All right. Yeah, I think that's the best plan.
So if I understand correctly, the two of you are gonna try to do the stealthy approach. Is that what that is?
Yeah.
Okay, I think that's fair. So as you're approaching them, I'm gonna switch us to this map. Let me guys know if you are able to see the map.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
cool. So in the middle of the map, you could see the tree itself, where the large tree, where you guys were hidden or trying to hide. As the creatures, you see the creatures, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So these creatures that are ghoulish in nature are slowly not slowly. Initially, they were slowly making their way towards you, but then their movement started accelerating. And I believe you guys were behind the tree when Saul and Jonah were discussing what to do, and Jonah recommended to dispatch them as quickly as possible to not draw attention. And then you guys were waiting, and you said, "Okay, let's get ready." 1, he drew his sword. 2, he held it, and 3, you guys were about to charge. So I will need you to make a test for initiative. And in a second, I'm gonna drop also Galleon and Faye. So let me just do this here because I didn't realize if Galleon and Faye, you guys will be able to reach before the battle starts. So Galleon, here you go. And then Faye, here you go. But you're not gonna be exactly there. Just so you know, I'm gonna move you a little bit away. So I'm gonna move you guys like here.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how I'm picturing it. All right, so everybody, please go ahead and make a your initiative test. And then we're gonna see how this.
Us included, right?
Yes, everyone. But that's fine. All right, so now that we have all of you in there, okay.
I don't think you got me or Galleon.
I see Galleon at the bottom.
I have Galleon. I don't
see
have you.
Galleon. Yeah.
Oh. Do you reroll Galleon?
Yeah, I did. But
Okay.
it was worse than my first roll, so just keep it.
I don't see. Yeah, there.
There you go.
Did you roll, Faye?
Yeah,
322.
I re-rolled because I hadn't clicked on my token.
Okay, cool. So what was your first roll, Osama?
It was pretty similar, if I remember. Hold on, let me see. 29.
29. Okay, I'm gonna change it to 29. Because normally it's just the first roll that should count. You two, Galen, what was your first roll?
19.
Okay, I'm gonna change it to 19 because it's the first roll that counts in this context.
Okay.
All right, so here's what's gonna happen. First round, you guys have a surprise. All of you have a surprise on them. So Faye and Galian, that's what got you in the location where you guys are. They didn't spot you. You go to that location. So that's the surprise round. In the surprise round, the enemy doesn't play. It's just the people who surprise the enemy that play. So that's your surprise round. For the rest of the party, because you guys plan to attack them, you got your weapon drawn, etc. What do you do? So that would be the top of the order. Would be let's see. Where's Eiley? Oh, there you go. Here's Eiley. Eiley, that would be you. You can go first.
So let me just clarify. They spotted us, right?
No, they have not spotted you. I mean, they are. You don't know. They are. There is something, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Go ahead. Like, what are you trying to do?
I'm wanting if I have ambusher, I want to use steady aim first.
Okay, so you're gonna steady aim and try to shoot one of them.
Yeah,
So which one would you like to shoot? You're pinging the map or so.
Yeah. 1 second. My mouse is being silly. I'm gonna go for this guy here.
Okay,
Wait,
so that
2.
would be. Let me see.
2.
Oh, hold on. I don't know why when I click on you, this thing starts popping. So I'm gonna do this. That is 20 something meters. So it's what's your range on your bow?
30.
Okay, so the optimal range is 30, right?
Yeah.
Yep, that is within range. So there is no he doesn't have any cover or anything that's going to penalize you, so go ahead and roll the test. Now the interesting part is he's able to dodge, so there is no ambusher in there, so please
Oh, there's
go
no
ahead.
ambusher.
Yeah,
Okay.
unfortunately there is no ambusher
All
in
right.
there. What arrow are you using?
Regular arrow.
All right, he's going to try to dodge. So the ghoul, as it's walking towards the tree, is seeing an arrow flying at its face as it is trying to dodge, and I rolled a 34, and what's your test?
34.
So it's equal. Let's reroll. Oh gosh, interesting. So I rolled a
Shit.
total of 37 versus a 33. Your arrow flies by.
Damn you, ambusher.
It's moving its head. The thing that the reason why I couldn't tell you that is I was telling you specifically that they were approaching the tree, right? If they are approaching the tree, so that means they either smelled or heard something. So you don't have an ambush on them because they are not. They know that there is a danger or there is something that way. Yeah,
Then it
attention
was
is drawn that way.
Then it was a bad decision, so I should have used Aya's battle.
Either way, what else would you have done other than shooting? You'd probably have shot.
Aya's battle screech is what I was gonna do if I didn't have it.
Okay. All right. Well, then it flies away. So what else would you like to do?
They know we're here, guys. So, I'm gonna. I think I'm gonna stay where I am, and actually, oh, Aya's battle screech is a bonus action, so I can still do it.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Okay. So
Let's do it.
Let's do your Aya's battle screech. Make the test, please.
Dirty 20.
Oh, dirty 20. That's not great.
Nope.
Let's see against the 23. Unfortunately, that one is not working. You know, like Aya's attention is not there. Unfortunately, she flies away and screeching, but the rest of the party are kind of tired as of this point. Like the impact of that bow screech is not motivating everyone as it should be, because this has been like the third time today that it's being used, and goddamn, we gotta.
Yeah.
Little owl voice hurts.
It's painful to the ears, you know. At some point, it's a screech. So.
And by the way, just so you know, Galian wouldn't have been impacted because it's 40 meters, right? It's a 40
42.
meters. Yeah.
42.
So it wouldn't have reached Galian. So okay, cool. Now let's move. Since you can't use your movement, we move to Faye, who moved closer, and then from Faye we move to Jonah. So Jonah, let me see how far can I move. Oh, I can't move that far, can I? Okay. So he's gonna move like.
Just as I'm starting to reach out to touch Jonah to give him guidance, he runs away. Oh no!
Well, you can reach out later. He just moves himself to this location. So he moves forward, looking at the ghouls. Now the ghouls actually see him, and their attention is drawn to him. He has his weapon and shield drawn, and then just he hold his action until a creature attacks him, and he's gonna do seasoned fighter on whoever gets in melee. That's his turn, and that moves to it moves us to Soul. So Soul also moves forward with his mace drawn and his shield. He activates Lightbringer, and he does the same thing. So that finishes his turn, and then we move to Tasso.
I move over to here next to Eiley, and I say, when you're shooting, take that last breath, then release, and I give her guidance.
Okay. Do you need to make any tests for guidance? I think like charisma or something like that.
Yep, 31.
All right, good. Let me roll against a 26. You are successful. So Eiley, you get well. Go ahead and tell her what she gets.
So guidance, basically, as I was saying about holding your breath, slowly release the arrow. It'll give you you can add a D4 to any roll you want next over the next minute.
Just one roll.
One roll, yeah.
Thank you, Tasso. It feels,
So that one where you were tied, you could have rolled that extra D4.
yeah. Okay, thank you. I noted.
Anything else that you'd like to do, Tasso? This is, I believe, is your bonus action, right?
Yeah. No, I'm not gonna do anything else.
All right. Cool. Galleon, you finally moved in that position as well.
Okay.
And that's the end of round one. And at the end of round one, the gnome next to you, he says, "Do you think they can kill them?" He says to you, Eiley, and Tasso.
Of course.
Yes. Have no fear. We'll take care of this.
Okay. So he nods as you guys tell him that. He doesn't look extremely convinced after seeing you shooting with the bow, but that's that.
You rolled to break your arrow. Sorry, Eiley.
I did.
Did it break?
It did not.
Noise. Okay, so then one of the ghouls starts rushing towards Saul, and he makes this sound, and he tries to claw him. So it's gonna make a melee attack with a total of 30. Saul is gonna try to parry with his shield because that's what Ubes does all the time. So yeah, 31. Saul deflects the first attack, and he's like, "What's up? What's up? What's going on here?" And that's about it. Next is where is the?
Even with the sun hidden behind these clouds, I can still defeat thee.
Yeah. All right, it's your turn. You're muted.
Okay. I am going to hunter's mark that guy.
What's the range on Hunter's Mark?
30 meters.
Okay, so you got it. And it's against my stealth, I believe, right?
Oh, yes, it is. My perception versus your stealth.
Mm-hmm. 25 for me.
34.
You are successful. So that creature is Hunter's marked. I'm gonna put
Yeah.
a yellow little icon in there. And Jessica, please make sure to do the count of
Yes.
how many times it's gonna work. So she screams, and she pretty much says that you gotta go for the neck. She screams to the rest of the party, "Go for the neck! Hit their neck! That's the way to kill them." So anyone who's gonna hit them has that bonus in damage. Is there anything else?
Yeah, I am actually gonna hold for him for snake shot.
For who? Which one?
The guy that I hunter's marked.
Okay, so you're gonna do a snipe shot. So you get your weapon, and you start holding. Cool. So that's your turn, and then we're moving to another ghoul. So this one right here is gonna make its move, and it dashes at Soul. And that's the end of its turn. So it rushes as fast as it can, claws drawn, ready for getting a hit on him, and that ends its turn. And then we're moving to this other ghoul. Wow, Soul is gonna get rushed. So there is another one in here who's also rushing, and this one rushes as fast as it can, gets closer, gets on the side, flanking Soul, ready to claw him, and that ends the turn for that creature. And with that, we're moving to Faye. Faye, you are still there. I'm gonna say you are stealthed, but once you're gonna make an action, I'm gonna ask you to make a stealth test just to confirm that they didn't spot you, that the one close to you didn't spot you. So go ahead. What would you like to do?
I'm going to hold my action to use telekinetic missile on this guy later. Does that work for you?
Okay, that's fine. So how far is that guy? Let's see. He is.
I would need to move if I'm going to do that.
Okay, so you're gonna move and then use telekinetic missile. Is that what your plan is?
Correct.
Okay, sounds good. So that you just remind me before the end of the round that you need to trigger that. Otherwise,
I tell that to Galleon, right? I said, "Hey, Galleon, I'm on a wait, and then I'm planning to move on this side and attack the guys around Soul."
All right. Seems like a good plan. Good plan.
oh, okay. So with that, we're moving to the ghouls on the eastern side. So these ghouls are gonna rush. The first one is gonna rush Jonah and gets in melee combat with him. Then we got this other one in here. The one close to you guys is also doing a rush as well. And it's Jonah's turn. All right. So as those two ghouls come to melee with Jonah, Jonah takes his claymore and starts slashing. So he's gonna
Can I
make.
ask a question?
Yes, sir.
Jonah had a held action from last round. Could he have used that when the first one rushed him?
To what?
Jonah had a held action from last round. When that first one rushed him this round, can he have used that held action to strike?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, you're right. Both of them should have used Jonah and Soul should have used their attacks. So we're gonna start with that. You're right. It's the trigger. I forgot about that one. So let me do the trigger first. So the trigger, Jonah is rolling a natural 1, which is pretty bad. The opponent is gonna try to dodge, and he is successful. And unfortunately, because it's a natural 1, Jonah swings down as hard as he can. The creature rears back and hits. Jonah's sword hits the ground, and then it falls off of his hand. Son of a gun.
Oh.
The next one comes to melee. Jonah still triggers his held action because he said he was gonna do seasoned fighter. So he tries to punch the other one. Let's see how that goes. God damn it. So I roll a 29 total against a dodge of 22. So Jonah is successful and he deals 1d10 physical damage. Okay, so that's -6. So he deals 6 damage to the creature. Now I'm going to go back and retrospectively to Soul, who this guy came. No, was it that guy? Yeah, no, I think it was this guy.
That guy
with
was
the
Mark.
arrow,
Yeah.
yeah.
So that one was before the hunter's mark. Soul is gonna. Well, or did you hunt?
No, the hunter mark was the first one.
Hunter mark was the first one. I think
Yeah.
you're right. So Soul is gonna swing with his weapon with a 35 total as the creature is trying to dodge. With a 32, that is not successful. Soul deals an extra. Oh crap! Well, how much does he deal extra with the Lightbringer? 1d6. Okay, so it's an extra 1d6. Now roll the 15, so 1d6. That's 12 plus 2 from you, Eiley, so that's 14, right?
Yep.
Nice.
So he deals 14 damage. Big hit. He hit the creature, and then he turns to the one that just in and starts to hit it as well. So let's make a melee attack with disadvantage for the second one. Oh wow, he
Nice.
rolled a double 18. So unless the enemy rolls a natural 20, which it doesn't, so Soul deals an extra d6 again. That's 3, but he rolled an 18, which I believe triggers his minor critical. So let me just check that. It's minor critical on 18 or above. So an additional 1d4. So 3, that's 16 damage. So he deals another 16 damage to the next one. Come, he says. Come, creatures of the dark. You should be purified, he says.
Nice.
All right. So now we are back to Saul's
The ghouls.
what's his face?
Jonah.
What's his name? Jonah's
Jonah.
turn. So Jonah uses his precious bonus action to get his sword, and he looks a little bit disappointed in himself because he has been dropping this goddamn sword so many times. And in his anger, he's gonna try a seasoned fighter and attack those two creatures, but he's gonna start with the one below him. So let's go, Jonah. Here's a total of 34. The creature tries to dodge with a 33. That came very close.
Ooh.
But he's successful and he deals 12 damage with his sword. Bam! He cuts bits and pieces of the creature, and then he turns around, he pirouettes, and tries to cut the next one. So Jonah has to roll with disadvantage. First roll, second roll. So it's total of 26. The ghoul is trying to dodge with a 23. The ghoul is unsuccessful, and Jonah deals another 12 damage. I'm going to need one of you guys to count the rounds. Darren, if you can, please count the rounds. This is the second one.
Okay.
When we go back to Eiley, we're in a new round.
All right.
Thank you very much. So that ends the turn of Jonah, and we move from him to Soul. Wow. Okay. So these two are going to be dealing some damage. Soul, emboldened by by his last hits, is attacking this ghoul right there with his mace, and he rolls a total of 23. The creature is gonna try to dodge with a 27. It is successful, but then he moves around. He swings right, and now he's gonna swing left with his weapon. So he's gonna roll with a disadvantage. That's a 25 and a 24. So it's a 24, and the creature rolls a 26. He misses. He's 2 hits. That ends his turn. Tasso, it is your turn, friend.
I am going to. Hold my action and not do anything right now.
Yeah,
I'm
but you
preparing
gotta
to
tell me.
heal someone if they get injured heavily.
So if no one gets injured, your action is wasted. Are you cool with
Yes.
that?
Yep.
Okay, sounds good. So that's your action, and then we're gonna move from you to one of the ghouls. So which one is this?
Probably the last one on the right.
Is it that one? Yeah, that's the last one. You are right. So that ghoul starts rushing as well and gets in melee combat. So it just rushes as fast as it can. So that ends its turn. And then we move to Galen Whitehammer.
I'm going to act before him if I can.
Yeah, go
Sure,
ahead.
you can.
I'm gonna move here. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 10, right? And then I can still act, correct?
Yes, that is correct.
Okay. Do I spot Eileen's arrow that flew by and missed this guy on the ground?
Yeah.
Probably around there somewhere.
I use that to attack this one with a dot with telekinetic missile.
All right, let's go. Do your
Do this.
magic. Oh, hold on. Don't do your magic. Unfortunately, Usama, you're not ambushed anymore. You're not stealth anymore because you're
Right.
casting. Is your spell a shout?
No, it's a whisper.
It's a whisper. Okay, I'm gonna say you can roll stealth for this one. So let's go ahead and roll your test and see if that's gonna work out. So just roll your
Hold on.
test.
The stealth?
Yeah, just make a stealth test. Natural 1.
Oh no!
You remember those mushrooms I spoke of earlier that were very crunchy? As you're stepping, you're like being stealthy. You're like, oh yeah, I got this good plan. I got that arrow. I'm gonna pull it up, hit the person. Motherfucker. So
funny.
the creature has spotted you, but like you could still make your action. Like your spell.
I'm gonna do this is my magic attack, I believe. Hold on.
Okay, so you use your magic attack, and it's gonna try to dodge it. So go ahead.
Magic attack. 27 plus 2, right? Plus 1, so 30.
Is it 2? It's +1 due to UBES and +1 due to what else?
The 2 piercing damage because it's
You have to hit first.
Yeah, but you didn't shoot.
Oh,
Did you shoot him
okay.
this round, Jessica?
I didn't shoot.
You just did the Hunter's Mark, right?
Yeah, yeah.
20
But Hunter's
Yeah.
Mark will be +2 if
Yeah,
+2.
no, I'm talking about the roll to be successful. Usama, you only have a +1. You don't have a
Right,
+2.
28 then.
Okay, and the creature is going to try to dodge. With a 23, you are successful. So
Yeah.
you are able to pull the arrow that was on the ground. You're able to pull it from the ground. You move it so that it gets in position, and then you make it fly. It pierces the ghoul from the back as it actually heard you and was about to dodge, but is unable to move fast. So how much damage do you deal?
I need to find a good name for this. I think I'm gonna call it Tulla. Tulla.
All right, Tola.
I need to
Good
roll a d6. I deal 14 plus the 2 piercing, so 16.
16, good hit. But Ailey, your arrow has broken, right? Isn't that what the missile says, Usama? Telekinetic missile? I think it breaks, but
On a
just
hit,
double
the
check.
target and the object take the 1d6. So it's
Yeah,
taking
so it breaks. Yeah.
Okay.
And then I weave an arcane ward from my cast.
All right, sounds good. So after that, you move your hand, and there is an arcane word that flickers around you. Is there anything else? Or I think that's pretty much it.
Yeah, I've done everything I could.
Okay, Galen, it's your turn, buddy.
Yeah, I have just one question about the tree or bush in front of me. Can I go through it or do I have to go around it?
No, you can go through it. It's not hard
Okay.
terrain. And it's not bush, it's trees.
Okay. So I sprint. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. Okay, I stop here.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
So did you get in melee?
Yeah, I get in melee. But it's a sprint, so
Okay.
I do nothing else. I just uncheck my
Yeah.
weapons and my shield, and I get in melee.
Okay, so you are able to get in melee as you're rushing,
Yeah.
and I think that will end round 2, and then we're moving to the third round with the ghoul, and it's the one that the two of you have attacked, Soul, and well, many of you have attacked. So that ghoul is going to try to, get a piece of Soul with a melee attack of 28 total. Soul is going to try to parry with his shield. He moves to the side. He tries to parry. It is not successful. Let me see how much damage that the ghoul deal. Deals 10 damage. Fortunately for Soul, he doesn't take any damage to his HP, but his armor and shield durability are reduced. Oh, I didn't realize that. Oh man, like he doesn't have a lot of durability left in here. Let me look at the shield. Yeah, the shield is a bit better, but yeah.
Galen, we're gonna need to talk later.
Okay.
Okay. So we did that one. Let me just reduce the other one as well.
I'm like, oh no, look, Galleon and Faye have been ghoulized.
Yeah, sure.
No. We start attacking them.
They're charged.
But as he gets hit, there is the protector rune gets activated. So let me check the protector rune. So it's 1d6. The ghoul takes some damage. As it claws Soul, Soul is able to block and brace from the impact. But you could see the creature is like, actually, no, it doesn't take any damage because his HP didn't get reduced. Never mind. Forget about this. And I think that's the end of the ghoul, and we're moving to Ailey.
Yes.
Mhm.
I'm gonna if I use a bonus action, does it stop my snipe?
What are you trying to do with your bonus action?
I actually want to activate my bow.
Is that a bonus action or is it
It is.
an instantaneous action? It's a bonus action.
Yeah, you can use a bonus action to activate your bow.
Okay. Yeah, you can do that. Go ahead.
Okay. 4 + 6 is 10. And then I'm gonna I think I'm gonna hold when we're around.
Okay. So which one again do you have as a target? Is it the one that's Hunter
It's
Mark?
the one with the yellow, yeah.
Okay. Just so like we are clear, it's very possible that creature is not going to survive. It
Oh, well,
looks
then I'm
pretty,
releasing.
it looks pretty bad.
Okay, then I'm releasing.
Yeah. Okay, so Soul is in the way. You would be at a disadvantage, except if you use your ability, your friendly
My
fire.
friendly fire. Let me check and see how much energy I have. Oh, precision. Oh, that's yes. I'll use that.
Okay, so make sure to do that, and you can go ahead and make your roll.
35.
Okay, so I'm gonna try to dodge with the creature with a 26. So and this counts also as steady aim because you
A
have it.
steady aim and a critical strike.
Yes. So steady aim is 10 plus what's the weapon shot? The weapon damage.
It's 10, so it's
That's
20.
20 times 2. That's 40 damage because
Yep.
of the because of the snipe shot.
Yep.
So you keep holding and you let it fly. It flies by Soul's neck as it pierces the creature's neck as well, and just like googling as it falls to the ground. Yeah, it had 20 HP. You dealt 42 damage because of the hunter's mark as well.
I'm going to turn to the little gnome guy and say, "See, we're going to be fine."
Yeah, he's got like this happy smile on his face. He's thinking, "That was all because of my guidance. I knew it."
Yeah.
I didn't even need to use it.
I know. That's the best part. But I don't know. In his head, he's like, "Yes, it's me. Good shot."
You're a great team player. Now
And
we're moving.
Hunter's mark is gone.
Yeah,
You didn't
it's,
already know.
it's this guy's turn. That ghoul who is gonna try to attack Soul with a 36, and Soul is gonna try to dodge with a 34. Soul is unsuccessful again. Oh, that armor is getting worked up, but Soul didn't get hit, but the armor is getting worked up, and he's like, Galleon, it is great to see you, friend. I will probably need your help very soon. That's what he shouts at you. And that ends the creature's turn. And from there, we're moving to, I believe, another ghoul that is dead. I think that's the ghoul. Which is that. So let me see. No, it's not the dead one. It's this one right here, who's gonna try to make also a melee attack on Soul with a 31. Soul is gonna try to parry, and he has a -1. Well, or the enemy has a +1. Soul is unsuccessful again, and as he takes the damage, he says, "Guardian, I truly, truly believe that it would be best if you could come and help me." As you could see, Guardian, when you look at him, you see like his armor is looking in really, really, really bad shape.
It's become holy.
Exactly. Filled with holes. And it's Faye's turn.
So, I'm going to move again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Hold on. Click on Control Z.
Command Z.
Control
sorry,
Z.
I was here.
Was that where you were?
Here or here? No, here. I was here.
Well, I don't know where you were. Go back where you were. Next time you gotta do the past things so that I can see the actual movement. Because like by doing it like that, I don't know how much you moved.
Yeah, I was here.
Okay, so that would be
because I was here before and I moved 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay, so move it again. Do the path. So it's by
I'm on a Mac, so I don't know how to do that.
Okay, well, I don't know how to do that too. Like, are you doing this? Is that what you're doing?
Yes, that's what I'm doing.
Okay.
Thank you.
When you
I need to figure out how to click the mouse.
When I do this, can you see that? Can you see that path?
Move there.
Oh my guy, Ahmed.
No, I can't.
Did you say?
I was gonna try to show you something, but it doesn't show the path.
It just shows it for me.
It shows it for you, but not for like the person.
Oh.
Everybody else. So go ahead, Usama. What are you doing with Faye?
So I moved here, and I'm casting Entangle over this area. Can you see when I do that?
See, just ping in the map.
So it's 3 by 2. So from this square down to this square.
So you could go on the top left of the screen. There is like a draw shape.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you could select the draw shape, the square, and then just draw it.
Perfect.
It's a 2 by 2. Is that what it is?
It's 2 by 3.
It's 2 by 3. Okay, I see. I see what you're doing there. All
Meaning,
right, so
meaning,
you're gonna cast the entangle there.
meaning it's oh, actually no, it's 6 by 6 meters, so it's 3 by 3, right?
Okay, so then that would like if so do 3 by 3.
I just don't want to catch. I don't want to catch galleon, right? So I'm gonna do this.
Okay, sounds good. So I see where you're casting it, and let's go ahead roll you whatever roll that you need to do. And what can I oppose to that? Whatever I want.
Yeah, it's target defensive option.
Okay, I'm gonna try to parry with Jonah. So Jonah rolls a natural 20, and then the other guys. So this one rolls a 36. This one rolls a 21, and the last one rolls a 35. What was your roll, Usama?
27.
Okay, so you catch this one right here with it. How much damage do you deal?
Oh, the damage is 5 physical damage.
Okay.
And then my
Uh,
magic
mhm.
against your choice of strength, agility, or endurance.
I'm gonna make an agility test. Sorry. So agility is this one. That's 24.
Against 25.
That was close.
Okay. You are successful. So as well, you described to the team how you wanted to be cast this spell.
So you see, like, I'm all upset about all the mushrooms I've walked on, and I'm thinking about how it's payback time. So I cast hell. And I think it's verbal and a hand gesture. So I'm not shouting, but I cast with my hand like this, and you start vines. You see vines coming off of the ground, with a slight shape of mushroomy, and they rub themselves around this guy here, um, which means he has disadvantage on dodge until the end of next round or until they take damage.
Okay. Great. So that's what happened. Is there anything else you're using in your turn?
Yes, I'm going to say, hey, Soul, how about you attack these bitches?
Sounds good. So I'm assuming you're using the order ability, right? Okay. So which one are you ordering him to attack?
This guy.
Okay. Sounds good. So after saying that, Soul immediately gets ready to hit to bash that creature. So let's check that. Soul rolls a total of 34. The creature is going to try to dodge with the 24. That is not successful for the creature. An additional d6 here, and Soul deals a 13 damage. Blast in its chest. You see, like bits of flesh falling in the ground, and the bone, the rib cage being exposed. As that's it for you, right, Usama?
Mhm.
Also, just so you know, Usama, your arcane ward was filled at 10 points. You could have used your bonus action to refill the arcane ward to 15, because you can fill it up to 15, I believe. Right? So
Yeah,
just
yeah,
so you
it's
know.
only if yeah,
Yeah,
it's
I know.
only
I just wanted to clear that out in case you didn't know that you could do that. And so, all right, so beautiful. Faye, you are done, and we are moving to these ghouls up here. So this one right here is gonna try to take uh, a claw attack to make a claw attack on Jonah. Jonah. Ooh, the creature rolls a natural 20.
Damn.
Jonah is gonna try to block with his shield. So Lord help us. And he raises the shield. Unfortunately, he's not as fast enough. The creature starts rampaging, dealing a total of 20 damage to Jonah. Fortunately, Jonah has an armor of and combined armor and shield of 10 protection, so it's not as dangerous as what it could have been. Unfortunately, Jonah has to make an endurance test. So Jonah's endurance test is a 19. And the difficulty factor is a 22.
Oof.
So as Jonah gets clawed, the creature claws him. He tries to move, and you see his Tasso, you specifically, you see his muscles that are tensing, and he's unable to move. He has this painful facial expression, but you could see he's like his arm trying to move a bit to the right, but he's unable to do that. He is paralyzed.
Shit.
Is that an injury? The paralyzation, is that considered an injury?
It is not. It is a condition.
A condition?
Yes. If you go to the Book of Rules, in the conditions, there is the paralyzed condition at the bottom. So
I was
if
looking
you
to see like if healing light can remove the paralyzation, but it doesn't. It says it can remove an injury, but not a condition.
exactly, you're right. So that's what happens. And then the other creature now, the one right here, the ghoul, tries to bite him. So as he's paralyzed, he's unable to dodge. So he's going to take the damage. And since the bite ignores the armor, he's going to take damage directly to his HP.
And I have a held action as a healing. Or I said the first time someone gets hurt significantly.
Yes. So how are you going to do that healing? Because you cannot move close and touch him.
I think
I can't
I'm
hear
within
you,
range.
Darren. I can't see you either. I'm on a refresh, okay?
Sure.
12 meters away. Healing light. Oh, touch.
Yeah.
Damn
it's
it!
a
I
touch.
thought it was range.
We've seen this before, you guys.
Mhm, mhm.
All right, sorry, that was a stupid move.
So is that it? So that would be that creature, as I said, is going to take a bite at Jonah, and the bite deals 5 piercing damage. So you could see as Jonah is unable to move, the creature moves closer to Jonah, and more specifically near where his feet and where his knee is, because he doesn't have much armor there, and it slowly starts biting him there. And you could see on his face he's unable to scream or anything, but you could see the pain as he's taking the damage. So here you go. And that ends that creature's turn. We are moving from that one to Jonah, and it's his turn. Fortunately, he gets to make another endurance test at the end of every one of his turn to try to break free of that paralysis. So he's going to make another endurance and just hoping that I roll high. Gotta roll high, baby. So let's see. Endurance, bam. I rolled a natural one. Are you shitting me? Are you shitting me? I rolled a natural one. Oh, wonderful.
That's
Wonderful.
yeah.
Roll the difficulty though, no, in case.
No,
Yeah.
It's 27 total, 29, sorry, total. So he is still paralyzed for a full turn. This is going to be ugly for him. Okay, so that
Tough
ends the
game.
turn for Jonah. Yeah, indeed. And then we're moving to Soul. So Soul screams to the rest of the party. He says, "Friends, these foul creatures, they can paralyze you. God, I should have told Jonah earlier. He needs help right now." And then he tries to bash the ones next to him. So he is going to do a melee attack against the one below him. That creature tries to dodge with 34. It is successful. Oh boy. And he's doing the seasoned fighter on the next one. So he's rolling a 39 on the next. Ooh, not a 39. I got to roll with a disadvantage. So it's a 32. And the creature is going to try to dodge with a 29. So he's able to hit the second one with 16 physical
Nice.
damage as he hits it with his weapon. Can I do action? No. Use action surge and didn't rest enough. Okay, so he cannot use action surge. So I cannot do that. That's pretty much it for me with Soul, and we are moving to Tassel.
Castle needs to do something.
Yeah,
I am
you
going
know,
to move.
and move 5 squares.
I can only move 4.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. You are a halfling.
Move to there.
Cannot do that. Go back because you cannot do the diagonal thing.
Okay.
It has to be like horizontal or vertical. You cannot do diagonals. There you go. That's more like it. Now, what do you do?
I am going to empower a wind gust on this guy.
Thing. Okay. I would say that it may be with a disadvantage. Um, uh, not Galleon, Tasso, because your friend is in the way.
Okay.
If you have something that appears on target versus something that goes on a, I
So I'll
believe a
just
wind gust is like a straight line, right?
yeah.
Okay, so that he's kind of. Mm, he
It says
is not.
I
He
you
is
seize
not.
air and compel it
Yeah,
to
yeah.
blast a target within range. On a hit, the target takes damage, and then it's not. And then you check to see if I push
You
it
check it.
back.
It's in the italic section.
So,
Yeah, so 20 meters straight line. You see range 20 meters dash straight line
straight
trajectory.
line. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
what's
Galleon
that?
would get hit by it. So okay. So I'll just do it. I guess I'll default to my acid splash.
Is it also a straight line?
It's a straight line trajectory.
Yeah. So what I'm gonna say, because I don't know if you saw the arrow that I drew. Do you see the arrow that I drew with you?
Not
That's the
now.
arrow.
No, we don't see it.
You don't see it?
No.
Here. Like this. Do you see it now or not? That's fine.
See,
still don't-
see
Anyway,
nothing, yeah.
so Jonah is not exactly on the way. He's not exactly on the way.
All
He's
right.
not in this square right here. What I'm gonna say is it will count as a half cover.
I'll just do psychic whispers.
Psychic whispers. All right,
Because it's
that's
on target.
yes. That
Here's
one
on
is on
target.
top. Go ahead. So it's against my what? My magic attack, I believe, right?
Yeah, magic.
Magic
Magic attack
defense.
against magic defense.
Gotcha. Okay, so I'm gonna do it. My magic defense. Bam, 29 total. Go ahead. Natural one. As you're about to speak the whispers, to use the psychic attack, you hear in your mind, as you're about to cast that, you hear, I can hear you. Do you think you have fled from me? It's a similar voice. You hear the voice of that goat creature that you saw earlier, and immediately you drop your spell. Uh, afraid of what the consequences
Where
will
is
be.
he?
And as a matter of fact, you will not be able to cast Psychic Whisper for the next
No.
half an hour. All right.
Yes.
Anything else, Tasso?
Nope, that was my bonus action and my regular action because I empowered it.
All
Oh,
right. Oh God, that was an addition empowered version.
Yep.
Oh man, that is painful.
Yes.
I know. I'm sorry. All right, goal time. We got this goal right here that has a disadvantage on its dodge, but it is enjoying this opportunity as it is being slowed by the vines, and it jumps on and latches on Jonah's body, and then it takes a big bite on Jonah's, like between the neck and the shoulder. It bites him like just right here, and it deals directly five piercing damage. We're gonna get fed today. And with that, we move to our friend Galleon Whitehammer,
yep.
the Hammer of Dawn.
Yeah, I use crushing blow on the ghoul in front of me.
All right, go ahead. Let's do that. So,
Where is my character sheet?
where is it? Where is it, my friend? And the goal is making a natural one.
Yes.
Woo! It's
Natural one
gonna
on his
hurt. It's gonna
dodge.
hurt. Where is it? Crushing blow. It's there. 6.
Not 6, 26. That's your
26. Yeah.
total.
Yeah. Yeah. And then where is it? We have to do a test with. What is
Smash.
test strength against either your strength, agility, endurance, or willpower.
Do my agility, bro.
Agility.
Go ahead.
All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna
I see how it
agility.
goes.
A 21 total. Show me what you got. Show me what you got.
Come at me, bro.
Yeah. You think just because you're carrying a hammer, you think you got some strength?
Smash him, smash
I
him.
thought I had it somewhere here. Where is it? Ah, yeah.
Just click on
Sorry.
your character and find the the strength
37.
test. There you go. 37. Bam! Big hit. Describe it to the rest of the party and then tell us how much damage and what the effect is.
So basically, you see Galleon gripping tighter his hammer, and then you see the hammer a little bit glowing, and then a hit coming from above and hitting the ghoul on its head. Yeah, you know, I mean, at least other people except Tasso know that I like to hit the head of people. So you see it hitting the head, and you can hear the crushing sound of the skull breaking, and you can feel like you can see that the victim, at least the ghoul, is like stunned and cannot do anything. You see, like it's completely disoriented. And I deal 20
Right.
damage.
Beautiful. So he raises his hammer and bam, he hits the ghoul at the head. You can hear that sound of bone crashing as the ghoul was actually biting Jonah. And it falls to the ground and it stands up. But as it stands up, you can see like it's not controlling its body from the impact, taking 20 damage. And pretty much what's going to happen is what's the effect that it's under?
You
Called?
cannot use your action
No, but what is the effect? Is it an effect, a specific name for it or not?
No, it doesn't say. It says the victim cannot use its action in its turn.
Okay, so it cannot use its action in its
Yeah.
turn. So it's pretty much he got that. And by the way, I should have rolled with a disadvantage, just so you know. But Osama, it's not red anymore from your
Well, you
entangle.
rolled one. So.
I rolled a natural one.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna put this right here. I'm gonna put the snail. It feels like the snail works best for to say that it cannot do in action. So I'm gonna put a snail on it.
Yeah.
There you go. Here you go. And that's used your action and bonus action, right?
Yeah, and it's 20 damage.
All right, cool.
Magical
So
damage.
I reduced the HP with that. That's a new round with the ghouls. So that ghoul is dead. That goes first. So it's Eileen's turn.
Round
Yes. Round 4. I
Let
am
me
gonna
know. Let me know, Tasso. Let me know when we reach when round 6 is over. Okay, Eileen, go ahead.
I'm gonna shoot this guy with steady aim with El Teriel.
You cannot shoot him from that angle. You have to move a little bit because in that angle you got the tree itself on your way. You may want to move
Oh,
to the side or so.
and then I won't be able to use steady
Yeah,
aim.
you won't be able to use that.
Okay. Then oh shit.
There's still 2 on this side.
Yeah. Okay. I'll shoot this guy steady aim with El Teriel. And I'm gonna call to Faye. I'm just gonna say El Teriel, and I hope he understands what that is.
Unfortunately, you do notice that Faye is, it seems that the magic flowing around her is non-existent. But go
Oh,
ahead.
well then I'm not using El Teriel. I'm using a regular arrow.
All right, cool. Go ahead. The creature is gonna try to dodge you.
30.
You shouldn't.
Against the 36. Either way, you're missing.
Yep.
Can I say something, Game Master, but after the action?
What's up?
Yeah, is her action something that needs action plus bonus action?
No.
No? Okay.
Oh wait, don't I have? Oh, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, for next turn you can use the rune if you want to move. You have a rune
Oh,
that teleports you.
would that mess up my? Will that mess up my steady aim?
I don't know.
It wouldn't because you're not using your movement.
You're teleporting.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Just for
Yeah,
now.
you
There's
missed.
a lot
It's
of
the
things
end.
up for me.
What else would you like to do? So you use your action You cannot use your movement. You have a bonus action.
I don't need to use a bonus action.
Okay, sounds good. So move into the ghouls. So this one right here is going to take an attack at Soul. A melee attack of 31. Soul is going to try to block with the shield again. God, come on. 36, he's successful. Bam, blocks the attempt. That ends the creature's turn. The ghoul that you just shot, Eiley, is trying to attack Soul with a natural 1. Soul is going to parry again with the shield. He's successful, so he blocks the creature. And that moves us to Faye.
So I have a question for you. Spiritual balance. It says that duration is instantaneous. Is it an action?
Read the casting. What's written in casting? You know, like in the description at the top. There's a casting.
Okay. Yeah,
All right,
yeah.
there you go.
It says one action. Gotcha.
Exactly.
Perfect. Okay, so I will move. I will unsheath. What's his name? The Nightblade, or Teal actually, and then I will move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I should be able to. I have made these things.
Here.
Should be able to
Emoji.
attack. I should be able to attack, right?
Yes.
And I attack.
Sure.
This guy here.
Okay. So that ghoul is going to try to dodge you with a 34 total against a 22. You are not successful. You try to cut with your sword. Unfortunately, it's not fast enough. The creature moved pretty fast away from you. I'm assuming that's the end of your turn because you use your bonus action, your movement, and your action. So from there, we're moving to the ghouls. So the ghouls now is just going to enjoy feasting on Jonah. So this ghoul right here is going to take a bite as well. So he holds Jonah's arm and starts nibbling at it. So that's another -5. Okay, and that's the end of that ghoul. Then we move to the ghoul that you just tried to attack. So Faye, that ghoul is going to keep biting Jonah's foot, dealing another 5 damage. Jonah is looking pretty roughed up, just so you know, by this point. It's his turn. He's going to try to break free from the paralysis. So endurance, it's a 27 against a 19. Finally, he's able to move his body back and says, "Oh, God, that hurts." And he pushes away those who were like still latching onto him and biting. So that's the end of his turn. And we move to Soul, who is going to try to make a melee attack on this ghoul south of him with a 32. The ghoul is going to try to dodge. It is unsuccessful in avoiding it, and it takes 16 damage. Soul is getting excited now. He's like getting on fire. And he smashes the creature in the face, and you see actually its face like break in half. It's not falling to the ground. It's still standing up and fighting, but it's almost dead. And then he's gonna seasoned fighter the next one, so a total of 32. The next one is gonna try to dodge with a 23. Soul is again successful and deals another 16 damage. Yeah, I told you, Soul is on fire. Hits the other one, dealing massive damage.
Don't we see a ray of light descending upon him or something like that?
Not yet, not yet. You gotta finish them first. Then you'll see all the light in the world.
Glorious.
Also, it's your turn.
I moved to here.
Okay.
Don't get in my way.
There's a big, huge tree in your way right now.
Yeah.
And I reach out and touch Jonah, and I'm going to empower our healing.
Healing light, you mean?
Yep. Healing
All
light.
right, so let's do this. Come on, don't roll a natural 1. Just roll the natural 1 there.
I know. It's like, let's just see how many things I can
Roll the
move.
natural 1.
Oh, that was you?
25.
That wasn't.
That was me.
Yeah, I
That was
thought
him.
it was Darren. I was like, oh man.
Uh,
Again.
So he heals 20 points.
Just describe as he heals the 20 points. Describe to the rest of the party how, because it's
So I gesture, and you see me reach back, and I touch the branch behind me of the giant tree behind me, and I like bread, and I trace my hand over, and you see like leaves forming a line until I touch him, and then you just see the leaf, and the leaves start to expand. It becomes a tree that grows as big as the one behind him, and then back into him, and you see his wounds close with little leaf patterns, and then he's healed. 20 points.
And as he heals, he says, "Thank you, Tasso. I don't know what I would do without you." You still have a bonus action. Should you
No, I
want to?
empowered. I empowered.
Oh yeah, you did. Wonderful. So that ends your turn, and we're moving to this ghoul right here, who is, it's trying to move its body, but it's unable to do so. And that goes for a turn, right?
Yeah, it's that turn.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now it's your turn, Galen.
Hello there. So I will use a seasoned fighter, so I will start attacking the one in front of me.
I
Of
can't
you,
move.
right?
That can move.
No, it can dodge. It can
It
dodge.
can dodge, but it cannot attack or do anything. Up.
Yeah, go ahead. So attack me. I'm gonna try to dodge you, Brad,
29.
with my 34.
Oof, that's nice.
34. So like you're trying to hit it with the hammer, and it just like almost falls to the ground, but like stops itself before hitting the ground and stands back up
Nice.
as you miss it. Now you're gonna attack the second one. I'm
Yeah.
assuming the one next to it. So it's gonna try roll with disadvantage as I'm doing my dodge. Natural 20.
Oh,
So you swing. Yeah, not successful, baby.
what is
Not
going
successful.
on here?
What's going on here?
I know. I'm assuming that's it. Oh, is there
Yeah.
anything else you'd like to do, or is that
No,
it?
no, it's fine for me. It's good.
All right, new round.
So
Jessica.
round 5, I am going to use my bonus action to activate the rune, the trickster rune.
How far can you teleport?
10.
Okay, so 5 squares. You can move yourself.
But I'm
5
just
squares.
gonna move to here.
Okay, go ahead. So you
Done.
blink out of existence, and as you blink out of existence, it almost
That was
seems like
dizzy.
almost seems like somebody pulled you from your shirt to that side, and you turn for a second to see, and there is no one there. As you disappeared and reappeared on in that side. Now, what would you like to do?
I am going to steady aim that guy with a sturdy arrow.
Okay, let's do that. He's gonna try to dodge. So he rolls a total of 34 versus the 23. That is not successful.
Wait. Oh no, it's not gonna work. Never mind.
That is not successful. Roll a d20. If you roll over 11, I'm gonna give you a little bonus there. Roll a d20. That is unsuccessful. So you shoot him, and as he dodges, your arrow, gets planted on the ground next to him. If you rolled above that, I would have said he could have kept flying towards the one behind him, but that was not successful. So that's what happened. And I'm assuming that's it for you.
Yeah.
All right. Then
Every single sturdy arrow, every single one.
breaks.
That's a
You rolled a
breaking.
99. Beautiful.
Almost exploded.
Yeah. The splinters. Does it
That
have
is
like
not
a
gonna-
damage of because of the splinters or something like that?
No, it's splintered. It's splintered, but, and it was just small little wood, and one piece of wood went into Jonah's eye. It was a pathetic roll. It was a 99. Critical failure. All right, we're going back to the ghouls. So the ghoul below Saul, it's unfortunately it's a ghoul. So it's gonna try to this time it's actually gonna try to bite Saul. It's making its last attack at him with hope that something will happen, and Saul is gonna try to parry with his shield. Saul is successful as it's jumping with its face and its fangs ready to bite him. Saul, its face gets stuck on the shield, and he pushes him back.
And he deals the damage because of the wound.
No, he doesn't deal any damage.
Because he parries. No.
No, he needs to put a spike on that shield.
Yeah, he needs for sure. I remember.
So
Every time you
damage.
successfully
He needs-
parry, they take 1 point of damage.
yeah,
That would
this
be
one
fun.
right here is gonna try to make a melee attack on Saul as well, but his claws. So rolls a 21. Saul is gonna try to parry again with the shield with a 30. He is successful. Saul blocks the attacks, and we are moving to Faye. dear Faye.
Yeah, I'm gonna attack the guy in front of me.
Just so you know, I did something with Faye in the past that you may not be aware of. So you could actually draw the second weapon, and you can, from that point, moving forward, you can use your action to attack with your main weapon and your bonus action to attack with your offhand, but it's rolled with a disadvantage. Should you want to do that?
Oh
Just
yeah,
so
that's
you
right.
know.
I remember. Thank you for the reminder. I already planned what I want to do. So
Okay, wonderful.
I'm
Go ahead.
gonna attack the guy in front of me with teal again.
All right, it's going to try to dodge, and it rolls a total of 20. Against a 28, you are successful.
And then I need to roll a d6, right?
Yeah,
13.
I don't know if it's a d6 or 8, but it's you know that 13 damage. Wonderful. So you hit it with teal as the weapon's pommel, its wings move back as it deals exactly as it deals the damage. The creatures, you see, like you cut through its arm, and your weapon gets halfway through the bone. You could feel it, and then you pull it back. You could see the creature is severely damaged.
And I use my
Anything else?
Yes, I use my bonus action to look over Soul and say, "You're on a roll. Finish them."
You got to point to one specific, but sure. You have to. So that one, the one on the
Yeah,
south.
sure.
So as a result, he gets worked up, and he's gonna make his melee attack with a 33. The creature is gonna try to dodge. Oh, he bashes the creature as it falls to the ground, dead. Oh, I think I fucked up. Yeah, see, this is the problem when the player is not around. Soul should have done multiplied damage every time because these are all undead, and he's using Lightbringer against them. Okay.
Oh.
That's true.
Well, this is the problem. He could have probably killed them 2 rounds ago. But yeah, it is what it is. So Soul immediately is able to blow that creature up as you see light, the light pulsing from its Lightbringer weapon. Unfortunately, he's unable to use Glorious because that costs a bonus action, but he did finish it. Beautiful. Anything else for you, Faye?
That's it.
Wonderful. Good round. And then we move to the ghouls. So this ghoul right here is going to try to take a swipe at Jonah with its melee attack of 27. Jonah is going to try to parry with its shield, and it's a 33. Jonah is able to fend off the attack. Moving on to the next ghoul, and that would be this one right here. That ghoul, he just got attacked by you, Faye, so its attention is drawn towards you, and he's going to try to make a melee attack at you with a 24 with its claw. So it's trying to get a 24 against a 24.
Yeah.
So we got to reroll with a 28 now. Against a 28. Oh my God. The two of you, it's like assault.
We're evenly matched.
Yeah, you're blocking with your weapon, like trying to avoid. He keeps jumping at you. Keep trying. And now he's going to go with a third attempt. It's a 34 this time. You're trying to get tired. You're tired. Unfortunately, he deals damage to you, dealing, I believe, 12, if I recall correctly. No, it's not 12. It's 10. Dealing 10 damage, but I will need you to make an endurance test.
No, I have the arcane ward.
You do have the arcane ward. So you take no damage and you don't have to do the endurance test.
Right.
But the arcane ward drops.
I was just picturing every time you parried, you trimmed a little bit of his nail off, and then his nails got sharper.
It's got.
Then he's like, gotcha.
It's got still 5 in it. Ahmed, earlier you said it's charged at 10, but it charges at 3 times my level, so it should be 15.
I said 15. Yeah, but your spell cost only 10 that you used. Or was it 15? The spell that you used, was it a 10 MP spell or a 15 MP spell? If it's 10 MP, you're just charging 10. You're not recharging 15.
Yeah. That's why I used Entangle, because it's 15 MP.
Okay, I didn't realize there was 15. I thought the spell is just 10. Okay, beautiful. You still have 5 more. Okay.
Also, it's not based on the cost of the spell. It's based on my level.
No, the maximum is based on your level. The maximum it can go to is based on your level. But every time you cast a spell, it adds the MP.
You're right.
Over there, because else you could just do telepathy and then you charge 15 for a cost of 2. That would be way too overpowered.
That makes sense.
Okay, so that's its round, and we are moving to Jonah. So Jonah, furious at what happened. I believe I haven't used an action surge with him. So I'm gonna start with let's see, with a melee attack, and he's gonna target the one here with his weapon. So he's gonna do. Here's what he's gonna do. He's gonna do a seasoned fighter. That's what he's gonna do. So the first attack is a 29. The creature is gonna try to dodge. With a 22, it is not successful, and it takes 12 damage. So that's the first hit. So bam, he slashes it, and then turns to the one next to him, this one right here, and that's seasoned fighter. So first roll, second roll, natural one. Guess what happened? I believe I can fly.
I'm gonna get him a rope that ties
Again.
the shield, the sword to his hand.
Yeah.
Jonah, after seeing this, he just, he was planning to do an action surge and attack again. So he uses his bonus action to pick up the weapon, and he just says, "Why is this always happening to me?"
It's the mist. It makes it slippery.
And he just ends his turn, reminiscing about how miserable his life has been since he joined his goddamn party. He's been dropping his weapon. And we're going to Soul. So Soul right here is gonna try to do a. Let's see.
I have a feeling that something bad's gonna happen at the end of round 6 if we haven't killed all these things.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you got a feeling? Okay.
I have a feeling.
I got a feeling. Sexual healing. So this guy is gonna try to dodge. With a 26 versus a 31, Soul is successful, and he deals an extra 1d6. So that would be 4 plus 6. So that's 10 plus.
4?
No.
That's 14 plus
His
the
weapon.
bonus,
Hold on. Let me just check. His weapon deals 10 plus 1d6 plus 6 when he deals damage to these guys. So it's 20. He dealt 20 damage. This guy's dead. He gets blown by. So that's why I was telling you, Soul. If I was playing him more often, I would have known that Lightbringer is anti these creatures. So he blows that creatures up. As he hits it, he turns around, raises his Lightbringer, and he says, "This is for you, oh beautiful sun, for you, for your majesty. I will bask in it and destroy all your enemies." And he rolls a whatever that is. Chill, Soul. Chill. It's all right. All right. He rolls a d10. And he does a 4 plus 5, that's 9. So he recovers 9 EP. And then 9, that's a 36 total. And after that, so he used his bonus action, right? So he uses his action, his bonus action. And now, Soul, after doing that, you guys see he drops his weapon and he starts walking slowly, with his eyes fixed on this ghoul right here. And he says, as he's walking there, "Yes, cower in fear, fiend, for the redemption of the sun is coming at you." And Soul is like, "What the fuck?" Not Soul. Jonah is like, "What?
We are all what the fuck."
Anyway,
I also picture Soul when he's doing that. The sun, the clouds part just enough for one sunbeam to come down and hit him directly as he's doing that in his head. In his head. It's in his head, and it follows him as he's moving over. None of us see that. It's just him.
Yeah. No, the clouds have been opened. The trees have opened up as well to let the light come in. And he's walking down like, all right.
Trees are all leaning away so the sun can get to him.
Tasso, it's your turn.
Don't make me engage in hand-to-hand. I'll do it.
I didn't want to make you engage in hand-to-hand just so very clear.
Don't make me use the staff. Is anybody injured? I mean, I know Jonah was, but I think I healed him up pretty good.
Well, Faye looks pretty bad, and Jonah is injured, like not injured in the sense of the status injured, but like he got damaged. He got damaged pretty badly, And just as a reminder, all of you were like running away, and as you were running away, you remember Jonah was the one who got hit by the javelin. So it's not like the party is doing well. Like most of them are not looking great. Soul is looking great.
I'm going to zap Faye with my staff.
Okay.
You mean
How
zap?
many charges are you going to use on her?
I'll use 2 charges on her.
Okay. So how many? Explain to her what or roll for her, and then
Yeah.
I'm dodging.
it's the same. It's the same move that he has used in the past that has healed you.
Oh, okay.
And there's no attack roll. That's the best part. It just happens. So you can dodge, but it still circles around you and hits you.
I'm like, ha, get this thing out of me.
Damn it! You get 4 hit points, EP, and mana back.
Yeah. So you recover 4 HP, MP, EP.
Thank you.
Anything else? I believe that's a bonus action or so.
Yeah. Nope, nothing else.
Nothing else. Okay.
If something
So-
moves over to me, I'm gonna hit it with my staff.
Okay, so you're doing the hold action until something moves next to you and hit it with the staff. And
That's
guess
not
what?
a party member. That's not a party member.
Oh, now this creature isn't under the effect of your crushing blow anymore, Galleon, right? Because it's just for a round.
Yeah.
Galleon, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Cool. So it's his turn now, and that creature turns to you and is trying to make to take a swipe at you with its claw attack.
Okay. I parry
What are
with
you
the
gonna do?
shield. Me with the shield.
Parry with the shield. 28, 27.
24.
How much armor do you have or protection combined?
12, I think.
You got 12.
10. Sorry, 10. 10.
My
Yeah,
damn.
it was 10 before. It was.
Okay, so you don't take any damage, and you don't have to make the second retest because your HP didn't get reduced.
Alright.
And that ends the creature's turn, and we're moving to you, Galleon.
Well, revenge, payback.
Okay.
I attack.
Are you doing a normal attack or are you doing seasoned?
Season fighter, yeah. But
Okay.
I start with the
So
one
who are
in
you
front of me.
attacking first?
The one in front of me.
Okay, go ahead, make your test. It's gonna try to dodge.
Sorry, what the hell is this?
I guess a 28. What's going on? What's going on? Like as it's
Same.
dodging your attack. And
And the
I'm
other,
assuming then you're doing seasoned fighter on this
yeah.
one, right? Okay, go ahead, roll with disadvantage, and it's a natural 1, baby. It's a natural 1.
My hammer!
And as a matter of fact, it's I'm gonna say for this one it's your hammer, but like next time it could have been
shield.
Faye that could have been a victim
Okay.
of it
Oh,
because she is
shoot.
nearby. So your
Wild
hammer drops.
swing. Hit Faye in the head.
But I've already established that he cannot hit me, right? Like, that's the,
Oh, you don't want to test your luck too much. You just rolled a 1. He may roll the 20 after that.
That's true.
So the hammer falls next to you. Do you want to use your bonus
Yeah.
action to pick it up?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
so use your bonus action to pick it up, and that ends your turn.
God damn it, Jonas, you disturbed me.
I pull out a notebook and I make a note. Make a hand thing for Jonah for the dwarf too. So it falls out. It just swings there. Okay.
Nice. So it's the start of a new round with Ailey Irrigar first. What round is this?
This is
6.
the start of
That's round
6.
6. Okay, Ailey, you go first.
I'm gonna say, I need you, and I'm gonna whistle and point to this guy and do Aya's distraction.
Great. Are you doing it at this guy or this guy? The one directly next to Jonah, or the one above, directly above Galleon?
The one directly above Galleon, because
Okay, that's fine. So I's distraction. What am I using for that?
okay, so it's courage versus your opponent's cool.
My cool. So that would be in this, because we changed that, and I need to probably change the verbiage. That would be my confidence. And check out my confidence, baby. I got a total of 18.
I got an 18.
That's some rolls.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Wait. You have something you could use to make that 18 higher.
Like 4, I just remembered the words that Tasso said to me when we first started.
Hallelujah. Roll the d4. Wonderful. You rolled the minimum, which is exactly what you need, because you had 18 against 18. You needed only 1 point, and that is successful. So
Okay.
you are able. Aya flies in. Just
She flies.
describe it to the group.
Aya chirp chirp, and she goes straight for that guy, and she starts pecking at his falling eyeballs and the wounds on his head. And now he is not able to really, he's got a -3 penalty in defense for a round.
Okay, so it's at the end of the next round, not this round. The creature has a -3 in penalty.
Correct.
All right. Anything else you're doing?
Yes. And I'm just going to close my eyes and whisper and then do poison at this guy. Whoops, sorry. At this guy.
Okay, go ahead.
So that is my magic attack. Where is the magic? Used it in a while. It is a
You are
charm.
successful. Beautiful. As you shoot the poison from your head, you shoot the poison. It falls on its face, and it's like ah. You have used this ability before against ghouls,
Yes.
and you dealt 0 damage to them.
Yeah.
'Cause
Oh,
they're
I
immune to
forgot.
poison.
Yes. But it doesn't do any damage.
0 damage. They're immune to poison.
Hey, but it's a spell, and I get my 1 hit point,
You
one
get
mana
your
point back.
It's a level 1 spell.
I'll take it.
1 MV. All right. You could move if you'd like.
I'm saying.
Okay, and with that, we are moving to, well, they are dead. They are dead to Fae.
All right.
So hold on, I'm going to put a
note
sign
in
on here so that is under an effect. So that creature is under Aya's distraction.
All right. Question for you. Can I use second wind?
Yes, you can. You like you haven't not use it this day, so you can do that.
Perfect.
Is
So
it an action or a bonus action to use that?
It's a bonus action.
Okay, so your bonus action is use second wind, recover HP, MP, EP as this energy starts flowing out of you.
So it's 3 times my level, right? This
Yeah,
one.
15.
Okay. 24 and 54. Okay. All right. We're in business. We're in business. So I'm going to attack. That was. Did I say it's a bonus action? Yes, it's a bonus action. It's a bonus action. Okay. I'm casting Chaos Bolt on this guy.
Okay, wonderful. So that one is going to try to dodge, and he does a 31 minus 3. You said, Jessica, right?
Yep.
So that would be a 28. I guess it's
Oh my
22.
God.
So you shoot your chaos bolt. Unfortunately, the creature moves away, and even though I tried to distract it, it's like it moves away as your chaos bolt crashes many meters away against one of the trees. I'm assuming that's the end of it, right? For you.
Yeah.
Okay. And you use your bonus action, so you cannot reuse the ward, right?
Correct.
Okay, cool. So with that, we are moving to these ghouls with this one right here, who is going to take a swipe at... hold on. We had a Tasso that held an action. Let's activate that action just for fun. It's going to move here. Tasso, activate that melee attack on me. Let's see
Melee
how that
attack.
goes.
You're going down. Crit time.
I guess the 34.
Damn
The
it.
29. It came in and you swung wildly with your
I
your
closed
staff.
my eyes and swung my staff.
As it dodges it, and it's gonna take an attack at you. So it makes a melee attack with a 28, and I need you to make a dodge.
Dodge.
With a 22, so you're unsuccessful. However, Jonah is gonna make his protect ability. He's gonna use his protect ability. So let me just check in here for a second just to confirm. Really, I'm not finding it. There you go. Protect. So blah, 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 blah. Test my initiative. Okay. So my initiative against their initiative. So I'm going to do my initiative, which is 16, and the creature is doing a 18. Ooh, this may not go well. So Jonah's initiative. Unfortunately, I'm not rolling the initiative roll because it's gonna change my total score.
Right.
That's why I have to do it separately. Oh, no, that is ugly. And the ghoul, yeah, no, the ghoul wins. Unfortunately, he's trying to get to
Get
take the
away,
hit.
but he can't. Yeah.
Yeah, he is not fast enough. And you do take the hit, and that's 10 damage.
No, that's only 8 damage. I don't really talking about 10 damage. It's 8 damage.
Yes. Reduce your durability and now make an endurance test to see if you're going to get paralyzed.
Oh crap! Stupid endurance.
Indeed.
Not our healer.
25.
Oh.
25.
Yeah. No, sorry. I was just checking, verifying some
For a moment, I
things.
thought the video was blocked or something, you know?
I know. That's what I thought too.
Natural one. So you are
Yes.
successful. You are not. You could feel as you got scratched and dealt the damage. You could feel that there was some form of poison that got into you, but it's about to get in your system. But you are able to brace and shrug it off.
Halfling's natural immunities.
Exactly. Yeah. And then we have this creature right here who is going to try to take another swipe at you, Faye, with its melee attack, and that's a 34, Faye. What else are you going to do against this one? Against a 25, that is not successful. You take 10 damage. Does that reduce your HP?
I believe it does. I think I only have 3 protection.
Okay. Then the follow-up is an endurance test to see if you're going to get paralyzed. And I rolled a 16 plus 12. That's a 28. You need an endurance total of more than 28. Or 28 to make me reroll. It's a natural one.
Oh man. Oh
Isn't that what
man.
Jonah
Natural
rolled to
one.
that one time?
Yeah. And as you get slashed and take the damage, I think your HP is reduced by 2. You could feel the poison pulsating in your blood. And unfortunately, you are unable to move, so you're under the effect of paralysis until your turn comes in. Meanwhile, we move to Jonah, and the warrior is going to try to, first, realizing that you are unable to move, he's going to try to slash the one next to you with his weapon. So let's see that. That's a 28. The creature is going to try to dodge with a 22. So he is successful as you just got clawed, Faye. The creature starts grinning. You see its face, its crooked teeth getting close to your face, and immediately there is a sword that goes through its neck, and its head flies. You get a little bit of blood that gets splattered on your face as it dies. I'm gonna also need you 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna need you to lose 4 points in the balance total. And as you know, when you cast a spell, you should have recovered points in the balance. So there is that. And then with his seasoned fighter, he's going to try to attack the one next to you, Galleon. So he makes his seasoned fighter, but I got to roll with a disadvantage. That's a 24. The creature is dodging with a 34. After that, Jonah is going to cast. No, he cannot cast it because that's an action. That's it. That's about it for Jonah. Soul. Our friend Saul here, what is he gonna do? Let's see. Oh shit! Yeah, you got paralyzed. You can't even do that. Okay, so Saul moves close to you. As a matter of fact, no. Saul moves here. He's gonna take the spot of that creature that just died. He's gonna get before he gets before the one in front of him, and he's gonna use multi attack. So see, here's his first attack at 35. The creature is going to try to dodge with a natural 1. So he is successful. He rolls a d6. 2 plus 6, that's 8 plus 10, 18. So he deals 18 damage. Bam! First hit is an 18 damage. And as he hits the creature, you could see half of its, like not half, but like this section of its body got blown up from Soul's hit. And then Soul raises his weapon above his head, ready for the second attack of his multi attack. It's 33, and the creature is going to try to dodge with a total of 20. As the mace comes down, the creature's face gets completely blown by the light, and immediately Soul, after doing that, he blows the face. He doesn't even look back. He raises his mace back, and he says, "Can you feel it, everyone? It's warmth." And he and he looks like a murderer at that point, like a
He's
psychopath.
a serial
Like
killer.
he's raising it back behind him, and let's see, he's gonna do glorious, and he recovers 19. He recovered more than the multi attack. That's dangerous. So he raises it behind him, and then, now that this creature also is dead,
Oh man.
he walks back slowly and says, "You cannot," like with his hands extended, with both his hands, "You cannot flee its divine power." Locking eyes with the other ghoul. And Tasso, it's your turn.
I'm going to empower a shocking grasp
Okay.
and reach out and touch someone.
Who are you trying to touch?
The ghoul.
Okay. Just so we're clear. All right, the ghoul gets a
I reach
35
my
and
hand out
tells-
like, do you want to taste?
Yeah, and as you reach your head, the ghoul is like, "Oh yeah," and starts moving and dodging. Speedy did a 35 total. What's
Oh
up?
crap!
What's up? What's
That's
up?
why I offered to give him a taste of a bite, so he wouldn't resist.
You're trying to
39.
Nice.
You did a 39.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
Nice.
I reach out and just smack him on his chest, and I go Kankasa, and then he gets blown back. He doesn't move, but a big old. He takes 24 damage,
When
electrical damage.
Oh, because you
I
empowered
it. Yeah.
Oh, what is it? 24?
Yeah, because it's 10 plus a d8, and I rolled a 2 on that, and so then it gets doubled.
It gets doubled on empower, or do you just add 10 to it? But just double check that.
Increase your current level. Oh, yeah, that's sorry, plus 10.
Okay,
Yep,
so
you're right.
22, not 24.
Yeah, most of my other stuff, it's double because my damage is 10 to start with.
Got you. So, yeah,
20
is there any
22
secondary
points.
test?
Yes,
Is there?
yes, there is a secondary. It is, and that's a magic versus strength, agility, or magic for him.
You said the key word, agility for me. 32, baby. Against a 38. So as you hit him with your hand, your palm extended, you hit his chest. There is lightning that comes out of each of your fingers through his body. You see, its body like getting shocked and electrocuted from it, taking the 22 damage. You could smell the familiar, disgusting smell of flesh burning after taking that electricity going through its body. And now
basically, he just can't move. He can't move for the rest of it. Yeah.
He's rooted. Okay, so I'm gonna put this so that we know that he is rooted. Okay.
Scratch me.
Anything else that you would like to do?
No, that's it.
Wonderful. And then with that, we are moving to a ghoul that's dead. And Galleon, Whitehammer, it's your turn, buddy.
Yes. So I move up here next to the ghoul, and
Like,
I
please
say,
kill him. Please kill him.
"Alright, let's put you to rest." And I use a crushing blow again.
Okay.
I
All right. As you're about to use your crushing blow, this creature sees you, like coming behind him, and it's like trying to dodge. Oh, beautiful.
1,
You
2,
came
3.
very close to
25.
the beautiful number. Unfortunately, that is not successful. as the creature avoids your devastating blow. And that ends the turn. So this is the end of turn 6.
Turn
if
6.
I'm right.
Yep.
Okay. Eiley, it's your turn. Start first by making a perception test.
Oh boy.
Okay,
Go ahead.
hold on. $29.
You rolled a 29?
Yeah.
Cool. You'll start hearing further away. It's not close, but you can hear it. The sounds of dogs barking. And as you're listening to that, it slowly starts to get in your direction. You feel like it's still further away, like you have maybe a minute or so, but there are sounds coming towards your direction.
Okay.
What would you like to do?
Um. So Aya's distraction is gone, right? Or
I don't know. You're the one who's
it
making
was.
count of that.
It's
That
one
creature's
round.
dead. Yeah, that creature's dead anyways.
Yeah.
No, it was on. Oh, it wasn't on that one.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. It was on one of the creatures that died. That's true.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna just yell out to everybody. They're coming. We gotta get out of here. Let's kill this thing.
Jonah says.
Right.
Jonah responds, "I swear I'm trying. It's just this sword keeps." Yeah.
I need a new hand grip.
So what do you do? Is that it for your turn?
And then I'm gonna shoot it with steady aim.
Okay. So you don't have a disadvantage or cover or anything like that. You're good. You just make your test, and it's going to try to dodge with a total of 23 versus a 22 by 1 point.
Do I still have Tasso's thing?
Yeah.
It's
You used
only
it.
once.
It's
Yeah.
only once.
It's only once. As you shoot it, and
I'm
the
scared.
creature moves its face as the arrow flies. All right. Anything else you're doing, Eiley?
No, I'm in a good spot, so I'm gonna stay there.
Faye, I need you to make an endurance test, please.
Of course, of course.
Against a natural one. Unless you roll a one.
Please.
Come on, Osama,
Please.
prove me wrong. Prove me that you can beat me. No, you didn't. Okay, good. So
Oh,
at the end of your
Jesus.
turn, you're finally able to move your muscles back. Your muscles start relaxing, and you're finally able to get back control of your body.
Yeah, but
But
right now I
that's
cannot
it.
do anything,
Yeah, I
right?
can't do anything. That's at the end of the round. Oh, sorry, not the round. At the end of your turn. That's what it is. Then we got this ghoul, the surviving ghoul, who is gonna try to. Well, it has been a great battle, and but I'm a ghoul. I need to eat, so it's gonna try to swipe you, Tassel,
Why me?
because
Innocent
So
me.
tasty.
you're small and look
One
delicious.
little electric bolt and you get all uppity. Crap. All right.
In my D&D cookbook, they tend to like to eat halflings.
Now I need you to make the endurance test. This is really the part that is interesting. So you gotta beat an 18 total.
25.
25. So you take the damage, 10 damage, reduced to 8. And yeah, you could feel the poison again, but that, as you said, that hobbit or that
The
halfling
halfling
constitution,
reason the Constitution just
yeah,
kicks in.
kicks in, baby. So that's its turn, and then it's Jonah's round, and Jonah is gonna make a melee attack with his sword. So let's go with a 32 against a dodge of 28. So Jonah is successful. He cuts through the creature diagonally, and his sword stops at about like the basin level, and he's moving it back. The creature, like, you see half of its body is like flailing, but like it's still there. It's still not dead. It's still not dead. It's like very close. It needs like somebody to spit on it to kill it. So and that moves to Soul, who says, like he like in a horror movie, he just walks around Tasso, with his sword, and he says, he tells the creature, "You're still latching onto life. still trying to stay in this world. Let me put you to rest. And then he is gonna try to shake his swipe.
And he rolls for one, throws it.
Oh!
Holy crap!
What the hell? Oh man.
I say you play him all the time.
Man,
Yeah.
Soul is way more effective.
And as he drives his weapon on him, you know,
I mean,
there is
oh
this
man.
flash. There is this flash of light from Lightbringer and a flash of light emanating from Soul. There is this sphere that appears around him of heat and fire as he hits it. The creature it disintegrated. You know, like it's even its dust was disintegrated. The creature just disappears. And after finishing that, Saul sits on the ground with his mace and starts crying, and he makes a glorious. So that would be. Oh no, I rolled a d20. It should be a d. Yeah, 15. So he recovers a 10 EP. Meanwhile, what really happened is he hit the guy with so much strength. Like there was no light, no nothing like that. The light and light bringer got bigger as he hits it. The creature like bursted. Like the part that he hit bursted, and there's blood on Saul's face, blood on whoever is nearby got blood on their face as the creature's body like falls limp on the ground, and Saul is sitting there making a prayer, crying. Anyway, so that's the end of this. Faye, you get a beautiful loss of 1 point in the balance as well.
Yeah, we need to roll.
Yes, we do. The gnome says, this way, and he starts running.
I
He's
follow.
about to start running. Eiley, do you need any of your arrows?
I need, yes, I need 2 regular arrows.
And then go and get your regular arrows.
Ah, okay. I need to
So,
train Aya to help me get those.
You could also ask.
Yes. If you see an arrow, please grab it. There's only 2.
But I did mean we need to roll. I'm in cruel state.
oh, you mean? Oh, yeah, you're going. Yeah, I see what you mean. So go ahead. Let's roll your D100. You rolled a high number, right? You rolled a 91.
I cannot be good.
All right. What's the worst that can happen?
I don't know. I killed Tasso.
Well, this is the full stage, right? So after seeing
That is worse.
oh yeah, no, this is bad. This is pretty bad. After seeing what just happened, but I think it's a good timing for this one, just so you know, because you got to roll. You Usama got to roll right now. So as you see Soul like blow up that creature, and there's like a little bit of brain that touched your face, and you look at it, like there's something in your heart, like a feeling of disgust, but at the same time you got a feeling of like elation, and that feeling like is that mixture, those two opposites feeling at that moment are so strong that you actually get to a state of elation and disgust and just fall unconscious. Your character is unconscious and cannot be awakened for the next 6 hours.
Damn.
So that's
Perfect
what happened.
timing.
Yeah,
Perfect timing.
yeah, and it was just rolled randomly, which is
Who's going to carry her?
Jonah, like holds her weapons. He puts them back on her in her what do you call that? It's not holster. He sheaths them back and then puts her body on his shoulder as he's trying to carry her. Meanwhile, the rest of the party, you gather whatever you have dropped in there as fast as you can, and the gnome says, "Come on, we need fast."
Less than a minute, guys. They're on their way.
They're getting close.
I'm already
So-
standing next to the gnome. Where are we going?
Good. Well, for now, let's just head this way. He says, "I'm gonna need you guys to make a group agility test. Okay. The good news is you guys have an advantage bonus because you have a head start, so you get to roll your agility with an advantage. However, Faye, you are unable to make a roll, and Jonah, because he's carrying you, he's making it with a advantage, so it's neutral. But he's gonna make a simple agility roll. The rest of the party, you all can do it with an advantage. So we're gonna start with Soul here, and I'm gonna start with the difficulty factor first. 'Cause if I roll the
Oh yeah,
natural
you always
20,
beat me.
Yeah, it's the influence, you know.
You have an advantage, so you get to roll twice.
Ah,
yeah, you have an
You might roll
advantage.
a you might roll a 20.
You get to roll twice. That's true. I'm gonna do Soul's agility, so that's roll number
You
1,
said
roll number 2. God damn it! I rolled a 13 total in both.
nice one.
Oh,
Well, you
Jonah.
used all your good words to kill the ghouls, so
I know. Jonah rolled a 29, which is not horrifying. Okay, so I would need you guys to tell me your totals. Eiley,
29.
with advantage. It's a 29.
Correct.
God. Wonderful. Galleon, with advantage. What's your total?
32.
Wonderful. Tasso?
30.
Okay. And all right. So the difficulty factor was a 7 plus 15. That's a 22. So it seems like more than half has rolled over. Actually, I don't think anybody rolled below 22. So
Soul's the only one who rolled below, I think.
yeah, I believe with his two 13s. So the good news is you guys are able to move fast, and it seems like the gnome knows very well how to hide, and you move away from the barking, and you can hear it further away, but it's slowly you stop hearing it as you guys are rushing, and finally you stop to take a low break as all of you are breathing heavily from the barrow and from like the quick chase that you guys have gone through. And the old gnome says, I'm very appreciative uh, of your help, folks. That was amazing out there. He looks at Saul. He says, that was amazing out there. I mean, I was violent too, but I know it was amazing. Um, who are you, folks? Yeah, he says. And Usama, I believe you are good now if you want to take off.
yeah, I'm done,
Or
but I have a few more minutes, so I'm gonna listen to the
okay, okay.
story. Yeah.
So just let me know when you're totally done. He's like, so who are you folks? Just so you know, typically Saul would probably talk here, but
Yeah.
I'm not
Yeah.
gonna talk with Saul. You guys, yeah, I got 4 players. Go ahead.
Yeah. Uh, we are adventurers. We came through this forest to investigate or to find missing people, but we ended up, yeah, encountering a lot of foes.
You're clearly far from home. I don't think I've seen a gnome no, sorry, not a gnome, a dwarf in a very, very, very long time.
Yes, we are not very accustomed to forests. We prefer the mountains and the caves, but yeah, when duty calls, we always answer.
Yeah. Have you seen a high elf mage recently? The cleric?
High elf mage. Um, um, like,
There it is.
what does it look like?
I describe Lady Xena. She's a high elf mage. I kind of describe her as best I can. And she would be
Pleasure.
traveling with a human cleric and a number of soldiers that were up here.
No, I have seen, like wood elves.
Yeah, she
There
had
are,
a wood elf with her at the end. We heard a group of
oh,
wood
oh,
elves.
yeah, but I do not recall seeing, like a high elf that matches your description. And then I'm assuming you described Sildar. He's
Yeah,
like, I don't believe I've seen any of those. Um, but I do see from time to time, there are wood elves living in the forest. They patrol around. They send their scouts, and I've interacted with them in the past. So I'm sorry. Um, but by the way, who are you? What's you know
oh,
your
my name's
name?
Tasso. I'm a
Oh,
halfling from the Great Tree,
yeah,
from
I
the
saw,
home tree.
I saw your tree spells. That looked very beautiful. Do you happen to be a druid?
Yes.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. I'm a druid myself, he says.
Great.
My
Lots
name
of stuff
is
to talk about.
Lordon Gibble Rabble. Gibble Rabble. Lordon Gibble Rabble. And I've been living in this forest for many, many years. My gnome tribe is from here. My lovely wife and I live very close by. I was on my way back when I saw the horned ones. They were enraged. It seems like they were chasing people, and well, I'm not a very smart individual, but I can add 1 + 1, and it seems that they may be chasing. And he looks
Us.
at the humans. More specifically, he looks at Saul and Jonah.
Yeah, they were
And
after us.
yes, and Jonah says yes. As a matter of fact, they were. It seems that we have engaged them, and it seems like they have been killing a lot of folks around here. So we brought justice, but then they brought in a much bigger party to hunt us down. So we have been running since then. Oh well, all right, all right. I understand. Um, uh, well, I don't know. I don't have much to offer. I know you guys have helped me, survive those ghouls. As I told you, I ran out of magic and I was unable to cast any spell anymore. So I tried to hide, but it seemed like they were falling on me. Um, he starts looking at you guys, and he's gonna do an insight check on uh, I'm gonna say on uh, Ismail, aka Galian.
Yeah,
So I need you to make a masquerade test.
masquerade.
Yeah.
Right.
So to see if you can hide your true intentions. And he rolled a. God, what is this?
That's me.
What
I
is it?
26.
need to roll. Hmm.
God
So
damn.
he is, watching. Jessica, what happened? You got disconnected, I think. Okay. So he starts looking and he says, "You do seem a bit truthful. Uh, I think if you'd like, I can host you for the night. I'm sure my wife and I would be able to welcome uh, you guys for a night of rest, should you want to."
I think we need that. Appreciate it very much. Thank you. I know I do. I have felt like I start
Yeah,
holding my wounds.
I agree. I think Jonas, especially, would need some rest. But yeah, we could all use a little bit of respite.
And Jonas says Faye is also she passed to she passed she lost consciousness. So
Yeah, but Faye is always sleeping. So
okay, noted. Uh, and Lordon says, "All right, well, I think we have a deal. Um, please follow me, but try to be careful as much as possible. We do not want to draw attention to us. Okay?
all
All
right.
right." And at that point, you guys start making your way uh, towards in the forest. And as you're making your way, is there anything you'd like to discuss or do during that time?
I will use my bell my why do I draw a blank on my name all of a sudden? I'm gonna use spiritual balance.
You're gonna use spiritual balance at some point. Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
So let's do that with your character.
26.
26, and then let me do so it's against a difficulty factor of 10 plus, so that's 17. You are successful, and you are able to move those points around. Okay. Um, so as you are doing that, is there anybody else who would like to do anything during this time as you're walking?
would want to ask something, but I was not there, so I can't.
Well, what's gonna happen is Soul is gonna bring you up to speed
Yeah,
as you guys are walking. So Saul and Jonah are bringing you, and well, Faye is past
it's passed
is
out. Yeah.
unconscious. So he's gonna bring you up to speed and tell you about what they've seen. He's gonna tell you about the rocks that they've seen, and he's gonna tell you about the plan. I believe you watched the last session,
Yeah,
Galleon,
yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
So the plan, I believe, was to, if I recall, was to potentially catch one of the beastkin and to interrogate them to find where their village is, to go and potentially check what's in there, if there is anybody that needs saving, etc. I believe that's what you kind of were guys planning. But correct me if I'm wrong. But that's what he says out loud.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a generic plan, except the fact that they don't seem to be solos.
And does he say
Mhm.
that?
Mhm.
Yeah, and he talks about the fact that he recognized one of the ghouls as a human.
Yes, he
Yeah,
does tell you the forester
yeah.
that was in the
Okay.
what do you call it, in the tree.
Mhm.
He also tells you about what Tasso told him about seeing like a mage
Mm.
when you were running away, when we were running away, that he saw a mage with a goat face who was taunting him, and so on. So he informs you of that.
I think he's still taunting me.
Tasso, do you think that the mage can have the power to raise the dead?
He could if he's like a evil shaman or something.
Ah, the shaman. I
He
thought
had he had like he looked really scary and intimidating. He's like a mage necromancer.
mage necromancer. Mhm. And those rocks, Saul, that you saw, were they runic or something like that? Like the ones, like the runes I put on you on your armor? Are they similar?
But there were drawings. He says there were drawings in there. Um, it didn't seem very close to the runes that you draw.
Hmm.
Maybe it's runic, but it didn't seem the same thing as what I see with your drawings. Yours are more have more angles in
All
them
right.
and squares and that kind of stuff. This is more ondular, more curves. And the thing is, I believe I don't recall if it was me or any or one of
Felt like
the
it
other
changed when
people.
you looked
It,
away.
it changes, and so it seems almost as if it's different in shape.
But but
And I
was
and I but
yeah,
go
go ahead.
ahead.
Yeah, but was it carved on the rocks or was it like drawn with like a substance?
It was drawn. It felt more like it was drawn, like blackberries that were smashed and drawn on. Um,
Blackberries.
yeah,
With
or
blood?
berries.
Was it blood maybe?
We didn't inspect
Ah,
that carefully.
all right.
It didn't smell like it, that's for sure, but it could have been dried for
Yeah.
many moons. So,
Mm. This quest is getting weirder and weirder by the day.
well, I believe that's also why we are here, right? Soul says,
Yeah, sure.
yeah,
We are
who can
professionals.
take care of weird and complicated stuff than us, right?
Sure, sure. You are professionals. We are professionals. That's why we get well
Exactly.
paid. Sure, sure. But
Exactly.
I really appreciated what you did with the ghouls out there. It was quite impressive. Hmm.
Oh yes, he says those souls needed to be brought back to the eternal sun.
Yeah, right.
They needed to find some form of salvation.
I always wondered if an undead was conscious or not. Hmm. That's something we could ask an necromancer one day, maybe. But anyway,
Well, it may have been a great question to ask Lynn. You
yeah,
remember our
true.
necromancer friend?
You are right. You are right. Maybe I will send him a letter.
Indeed, indeed. How are you doing, Eiley? Says so.
I'm good. What do you mean?
Oh, I just was wondering if you were possessed by a magic spell because you started shooting poison at these creatures and 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 so on. So I wanted to check if there was any magic that was cast on you. You kept shooting in the air and like shooting with poison. So I wanted to make sure that it was you. It wasn't like an evil spirit that possessed you, because the undead can draw in ghosts and the likes.
Doesn't it take a lot of skill for her to shoot between people like that?
I don't know. That's why I'm asking. Are you all right?
Yeah, just stupid.
Oh. No, you are not stupid. You're not stupid. It's now he realizes actually what happened. I was like, oh no, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Eileen. No, you're doing great. You're doing a great job. It's I think hey Soul, help not Soul. Jonah, help me here. It's like Jonah is way to boost her confidence, buddy. Way to do that.
I just picture Juno right now. He's got one hand holding her on his shoulder, and he's got his sword in front of him, looking at the handle, trying to figure out why it keeps slipping
Yeah.
as he's walking.
Stupid sword. So anyway, you guys are gonna walk for what feels like an hour, and then you enter an area in the forest that looks even gloomier. As a matter of fact, some of you start seeing bones laying in the ground and such. But that we will discuss it after our break. So let's go on a break. Hello, everyone. I am very sorry to inform you that we had some technical issues on the recording side for the second part of this session. Unfortunately, we do not have any usable footage, which sucks. So we apologize for that. However, I decided to make a summary of what happened during that second part, especially since the adventurers learned quite a bit about their quest. Saul, aka Ubas, is going to join me in explaining some of the main events that transpired and the information that the party have gathered. So thank you, Ubas, for doing that with me.
This I can do. This I can do.
All right. So, Ubas, what happened after the break?
So after the break, Loden Gibblelabel, the gnome that called for us, was thankful for our help in dispatching the ghouls. He offered us his hospitality to thank us all. He led us through the forest, entering the troll territory. Then he stopped by a decrepit tree, performed some form of ritual, which has taken us to what looks like a different area of the wood, which was a more alive side of it. We were not sure exactly what happened, but he said that we have arrived at his home. Then he led us to a small cottage nearby. Inside the cottage, we met his wife, Yolis Truehold, a charming old female gnome. She is a powerful mage who is also the guardian and protector of her gnome tribe. She offered us her hospitality and a boon of our choice for helping her husband. She also offered to use her magic and restore our armors and shields durability, and God knows we needed that at that time. After a long discussion, we have learned more about what was going on, and Ahmed, our game master, will go through those details. We decided to accept the couple's hospitality to rest for the rest of the night and prepare for the next steps that we had to take. After a delicious dinner, Yolis and Lodon approached us asking if we could do them a favor and take a small coffer, like a small chest, to Tyra, their daughter who lives in the city of Minisport. Supposedly, she has a successful trade in that town, and she hasn't been back to the Deep Grove in many years. We accepted the gnome's request, and to thank us, Yolis offered us a second.
No, yeah, no, thank you. That's indeed what happened. So now we have to dig a little bit into what's that information that we got, that the party got from the gnomes. So first, Xena's group. It seems like Xena's group stopped by a couple of days ago. When Xena reached the troll territory, she sensed Yolis's powerful magic. They communicated through the ethereal plane, and Yolis believed that Xena was truthful and desperate. Therefore, she opened the door to her side, welcoming Xena and her followers. They were tired, injured, and fleeing from the beastkin, who were trying to lose them in the troll woods. She learned then from the elf mage about everything that transpired and happened. So initially, Xena and her folks confronted Venali and his wood elf scouts, thinking that they had caused the foresters' slaughter in the northern camp. However, during their fight, they realized that the culprits were actually the beastkin. Venali told Xena about their savagery and that the cursed creature's wrath was unleashed on all of them. He sent word back to the elf tribe and joined the lady to the Tabor camp. When they arrived, it was already too late. The beastkin massacred everyone. They defiled everything they could and erected a totem in honor of their dark deities. And that is the totem that the party has found when they first reached Camp Tabor. Such are the foul ways of the Horned Ones. Xena told the gnomes that as they arrived, there were still a few beast folks remaining, looting a few buildings and so. Therefore, she led her people to battle and they slew them. As they were taken in the extent of the carnage, the human camp leader suddenly appeared before them, and that is Kirill Tabor. He was hidden among the black wood piles and wasn't spotted by the beast folk. He implored the elven mage to take him back to Hammerhall and swore that he wanted nothing to do with the Deep Grove anymore. Xena sought counsel from her right hand man, the human named Sildar, and from Venali as well. After much deliberation, they decided to split the Golden Gauntlet Alliance party in two. The first group was led by Sildar and was tasked to escort Kirill Tabor back to the closest safe human settlement and to send reinforcements from the Golden Gauntlet Alliance. The second group was composed of Lady Xena with the goal to work with Venali to create a temporary partnership with the GGA, between the GGA and the Wood Elves, to take down their common enemy, the Beastkin tribe that resides in Felarith, also known as the Deep Grove. Ubas,
And on
what
that note,
happened?
yeah, after that, so in order for her to be able to establish such a partnership, Xena pleaded her case with the Wood Elves and was allowed an audience with their chief, old Tanelia Ciliaris. According to Yulis, she has always known Tanelia as the leader of the Wood Elf. She predates her and may be as old as Feylaraid itself. She understands the danger that the beastkin represents, but she is an isolationist whose main concern is to protect her kin, people, above anything else. Felarielt is wide enough to be home to many creatures, races, and tribes, and she doesn't believe in venture outside of one's home, especially not for battle. Xena said that Tanelia ordered the Wood Elves to prepare the defenses, but declined to go directly after the Biscuit. Xena was determined to bring the fight to the Horde ones, so she left and decided to fight them on her own. However, Venali agreed with Xena's approach. He believed that the Biskin were foul abominations that go against nature. He believes that they were born from chaos itself and that their presence slowly kills Faye Larae. So he took some of his best scouts, people that shared his beliefs and resolve, and secretly joined Lady Xena to take down the Beast Tribes.
Good. So, since then, they have spent many days laying ambushes, catching beast folks unprepared, and laying waste to them. It seems that Venali's knowledge of the forest and stealthy approach worked marvels when combined with Xena's powerful magic. However, to underestimate the beast folk is a fatal mistake. And indeed, the Beastking's tactics suddenly changed. They became more cunning and deadly. Xena said that it was as if the Horned Ones were able to predict what was going to happen. Leolis, after hearing that, was convinced that it was the work of their shaman. Either way, their party came under a devastating attack and they were barely able to run away. They lost many people and were injured, but they were able to avoid total annihilation by fleeing to troll territory. That is when Lady Xena perceived Yoli's magic and reached out to her. So the old gnome decided to offer her help and invited her in. As a result, they were able to lose their chasers. Xena and Vanali said that they were trying to find the Beastkind's lair, but to no avail. The longer they stayed in the forest, the less effective their strategy was, and the faster they ran out of resources. Also, there was no word back from Sildar, so they were worried that there would be no help or reinforcements. Yolis warned them that the Horned One's camp was a mystery. She has lived in this forest for many years, and she never saw it, not once. And the gods know that she has explored most of what Felaraeth has to offer. She came to the conclusion that the Beastkin's home must be shrouded in some form of magic, maybe similar to the one she's using right now. However, if that was the case, then there would be some form of residual magic to trace it, but she hasn't found any in her exploration. Xena and her party left a night ago with the hopes of finding their enemy's lair. And that's pretty much the information that she had about what happened at Camp Tabor and between Xena and the Wood Elves. Now, there is some extra information that Yolis has provided the party regarding the Beastkin more specifically. I believe some of the folks have asked questions to try to learn more about the Beastkins. So, what she told them is basically that many centuries ago, there was a mighty Beastkin warherd that came to Felaraeth. Nobody really knows what brought them here, but Yolis' great grandmother was convinced that they were just following the whispers of chaos. They hunted for food, otherwise, they didn't disturb any creature that was not on their path. However, they obliterated anything that was on their way. They currently dwelled in the northern part of Felaraeth for a few years, then they left back to their nomadic ways. Still, there's a small number of beastkin that remained behind and established a tribe in this forest. They have lived here for many, many years. Every now and then, the main beastkin warherd returns to Felaraeth to celebrate their victory on mankind in grotesque festivities. The beastkin tribe is led by a beast chief, that's what she thinks, that is named Goros Blightheart, as well as a powerful shaman called Zalgor Gauchtank. And she warned the party that they're extremely dangerous foes. A few years ago, Goros killed his predecessor and took over the tribe. Since then, he has been commanding the tribe with ferocity. The threat of violence is implicit in his every gesture, and he doesn't hesitate to make an example of those who defy his orders. Meanwhile, Zalgor has been the shaman for many decades. He's a sorcerer who occupies a unique and privileged position within the brutal and bitter world of his tribe. Contrary to the Beast Chief, he has no need to defend himself from other members of his tribe, for none would dare assault him. He is the priest of the Beastkin. Not even the mightiest beast warriors would harm him, for he is able to commune with chaos and speak the will of Baphomet himself. Cruel and savage as they may be, the Horned Ones know that those that defy the will of their gods pay the highest price. So overall, that's how the second half of this session went. Those are the main information that got collected. Um, and then the party got ready to rest for the rest of the night. And that's about it. That was everything that happened. So again, sorry about our technical difficulties. We appreciate you taking the time to listen to this. Uh, you best soul, thank you for um, getting with me and helping me recap all the events that transpired.
Sure thing. And thank
Thank you
you.
guys.
Thank you for the recap.
Thank you guys again, and have a great day. Take care.
Take care.